What's going on, guys? It's Crater and Ron here, back for a new episode of This Week in Wrestling. We're on episode 28, the No Mercy Fallout. First things first, Ron, what's up?
How you doing, everyone? Once again, sorry I couldn't be on last week. Went to another tournament. I came in ninth place this time. Fell short under eighth. Would have been in top eight, but I just gotta keep going on, keep practicing, and everything. But last night I was in another tournament at Gamers Heaven up in Phoenixville. Give a little bit of shout out to them, and they had a small Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting tournament for the Super Nintendo Mini that came out. They came out yesterday. I won.
You got it?
Yes, I won that tournament because
How is Star Fox 2?
I have not played it yet. I know a way I can play it without buying an SNES Mini. Because to tell you the truth, and I'm probably going to be a little bit of a downer here about about the SNES Mini. Y'all can pretty much download an emulator and games and play it on your computer or your phone, because you can actually play it on your phone now. And Star Fox 2, there are Star Fox 2 emulation out there. My friend just sent the file in our group that I can right now, if I want to, play the Star Fox 2 game. And on there, you don't need an SNES thing. Or even if you want that little small little model, there are things on ST or SC. I can't read. It's like ESTY or ETSY of people who actually make those things, and they put something called Raspberry Pi, because that's all the system is a Raspberry Pi, and it's an emulation system where you can put these type of games on there and you can play on your TV. The difference between this and the SNES Mini is this is just licensed by Nintendo.
I really hope they release a Nintendo 64 Mini.
And if they do that, and to tell you the truth, if they do that, you can do the same exact thing with Nintendo 64 Mini.
I know.
It's all it is just emulation.
Hey, but dude, I saw there's a picture online. Over 100 people was waiting outside.
Yeah,
for a damn Mini.
Those hundred people probably don't know what emulation.
I can tell they were like in like the 30s or 40s. So you're probably right.
And then most of them, and the one thing that they probably don't tell you is that you can actually add games to the SNES Mini. You don't have to be stuck with those games. You can actually add games to SNES Mini. What games can you add? The same exact ones I'm talking about. You can go on the same exact website and go ahead and add those games on there. So, little known fact.
Yeah,
and as the funny thing is, as I say this, because I won yesterday, I'm now entered in a raffle to actually win one.
Now, imagine if you win.
Yeah, imagine if I win. But then again, it's like at least I didn't spend the money on it. I'll put it like that.
Fair point. At least you're getting it for free. Yeah. So I mean, can't argue with that. I mean, then you might as well know what you do is look like everybody else. Buy it and then just resell it for $1,000 on eBay.
Yeah, I saw that.
Let me check that real quick. I knew I wasn't crazy when I saw that.
No, there are people who are legit. Who are legit selling those systems for like $1,000. It's pretty much the same as that thing in the Power Ranger fandom where, hey, I got this Tommy fighting spirit figures. It cost me $80. I'm charging $200.
Right? First of all, why cost $80 for those figures in general? Those are all that you see. This is
Bandai. It's New York Comic Con, man.
I know. New York Comic Con. They're the same mode as all the regular 5-inch action figures, though. That's my issue with that. It's like this. Like there's no special sculpt thing. They use it's the same mold. It's not nothing.
All they are legacy figures, though. They're legacy figures, and it's like, okay, well, but the Green Ranger, he has the silver helmet, so that must mean no, it doesn't.
The highest one I'm seeing on eBay is $10,000
For the SNES Mini?
Yep, 10,000.
Suck my dick.
Right? It's like, holy shit. Like for all that, the funny part is if you type in a regular SNES system on eBay goes for $34. I'm looking at one right now.
Exactly.
Because doesn't GameStop resell these? Then they like start.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so it's like, what's the point?
Exactly.
Hold on, I want to see. The highest SNES I see is $2,500. But at least though, this is in box though, so it's like whatever. But this one is at least in box. But $10,000 for a mini version of it, like the fuck.
If frankly, for me personally, I wouldn't even get the SNES Mini. I would get, if I was to even get a mini thing of this, I would get the either the European version or the Super Famicom because I'm a weeb. So so I would get the Japanese version of it because the Japanese version or the European version has a different look than the American version,
I
and
know.
it looks better in my opinion because number one, you got the multicolored buttons.
Back in the day, what was with that? Like you always like the NES and the SNES. Why did we have to have different for different reasons?
I don't understand. It's the same thing like Sega where the Sega Genesis, but in Japan the Genesis is known as Mega Drive and everything. I'm like, I like the name Mega Drive.
It sounds cooler. All this shit sounds cooler. The family.
Like Genesis is a thing in the Bible. Like, and I hate to go off.
At the beginning, they died.
Yeah, and I hate to go too far off of a tangent as we already are, but true story. So I used to have Comcast cable. This is how old I am. I had Comcast cable, and there was a religious channel. And one day we had okay. So once again, this is how old I am. We used to have a channel called the TV Guide channel, where it will be scrolling up on whatever time it is, what's coming on. So unlike here, you go into your menu and you scroll, and it's like, oh, this show's on, whatever. They used to be a channel that would scroll up, channel 78, channel 79, channel 8. Like it would be one of those things. While they also showing previews of movies or TV shows that's coming on.
Taking it back.
Yeah. I'm like I said, I'm really taking it back here. So we had a religious channel, but that didn't catch my eye. For some reason, it just said Genesis, and I'm just like, they're gonna talk about the Sega Genesis on here? What time? Oh, I'm gonna have to watch this. I sat there for a whole hour
Just to be disappointed.
just to be disappointed. I'm like, when are you gonna start talking about the Genesis? And then it all occurred to me, oh, they're talking about the Bible. Well, no, I feel like a jackass.
I mean, yeah. Let's just face facts. Japan does have some cooler names.
Yeah, because I would love Mega Drive. I would love Famicom, but oh, we got Nintendo. But yeah, but other than that, it's oh wow, they actually have this. I'm actually looking around this too. So apparently they have I wish they had this at the tournament yesterday. I mean, I beat everybody's ass yesterday in this tournament because once again, showing my age, I'm older than most of the people who enter in this tournament. Like there's one particular person that was like Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting. Like, when did this come out? I think it came out like 93, 94. I wasn't even born yet. Uh, Meanwhile, I'm like, this is classic for me. Like I knew block strings. I remember my Gal loop. I used to know how to do. Memories. But yeah, other than that, yesterday was fun and everything. Just continue doing what I usually do. But I'm back now.
Oh,
Talking about wrestling.
You mentioned that. I don't know why you mentioning your day off made me not even realize it before we even run on air. I don't know why I didn't occur to this because I already knew. Starting next week, guys, I don't know what's gonna be how this weekend wrestling is gonna work. I guess I should announce it now. Sadly, my job is moving me to night shift for some reason because, well, to take a word out of John Cena's book, they can't do their jobs. Yeah, no, that's serious. At night shift, so they're moving me to night shift because they know I'll have the store clean and whatnot for the morning people.
Well, once again, I guess we're going to change days, but I'm not doing it. I don't go to Quizzo anymore because a friend of mine, a friend of mine had got, but one of my partners got sick eating the diner's food, so he doesn't go anymore.
Got it.
Yeah, so
Well, no, well, let me just say next week. No, so not starting, not this week. So no, next Saturday we can still do
we
one
should
more
do it, but
podcast on Saturday. But after that week, I don't know anymore, and I'm kind of irritated out. This kind of fucks me up because now I'm gonna have to watch Raw always the next fucking day, and maybe pay-per-views. It's just eyes rolling right now. This is fucking ridiculous. But yeah, so the last week I will at least say for now would be the last episode's probably. I would think. Well, I'm gonna ask you right here on air. How do you feel about a pre-recorded version of this?
that seems fine. I mean, he doesn't. And you know what the sad part is?
What?
So today actually is National Podcast Day.
Interesting. And I'm
Yeah.
announcing that.
So
Podcast
actually, there's something else that happened today, and I said I was going to participate in it. I'm going to have to participate that either today or later on. Later, it was like song lyrics, your favorite song lyrics. I'm like, I'm probably going to do that. But today is International Podcast Day. Now, most things about most podcasts, believe it or not, there are some of them are not always live. We're probably one of like I won't even say a few because there's a lot of people who do live podcasts, but most podcasts are recorded.
which
And
makes
then
sense. It makes sense. I mean, because like they don't want to, if they're doing a podcast, they don't want to say something like that might offend people, so they can easily edit out. Or not us. We're just
yeah,
raw.
like me.
I mean, trust me. If we go to the pre-recorded format, we're gonna be like DSP and have all raw and edited stuff. So
Like for instance, I was on stream yesterday, and I'm trying to be professional. I'm with someone who is like, hey, he's professional. He knows what we're talking about in tech, and he's a lot better than I am. And we're talking, second talking stuff like that. So then I'm also known as a kind of a controversial person, and whatever with my words, as you probably know. And the person that was running the stream was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I'm like, "What are you talking about? You haven't said any curse word yet." I'm like, "Because I'm trying to be professional." Well, just quit being professional. Do something. I'm like, "What? You challenging me?"
you challenge you.
You know what? Fine. Damn, he punched me right in the fucking face, and I was just finding every little way of
He provoked you.
yeah. But the one thing that really got it, that made everyone turn around and regrets and laugh. Damn, she got punched right in the cunt.
Wow.
And everyone was just like, "Oh my god, he
Was
really
that
did
live
this."
or was it pre-recorded?
It was live.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, the best stuff always happens live, so at least they
Oh
was
wow,
able to catch that.
he's still doing it. I'm just reading some tech and stuff too, and I'm just like, wow, he's still doing it, huh? There's a guy out of Baltimore. He goes by the name of Victim of Virtue, and I'm just like, I had to face him before. He's pretty good. He's from Baltimore. And he's still doing. So there's a tournament going on right now in North Carolina, and he's doing pretty good. So he has a scary Nina. But anyway, wrestling, because we gotta get into wrestling.
Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I mean, again, even though this is a wrestling podcast, we can still we have lives, despite what people may think. So
Yeah, but other than that, I would say if you want to do pre-recorded,
yeah,
that's fine.
I'll figure it out. I mean, I still have a week to figure out. So I'm just saying, guys, next week's podcast might be the last one you might see. I just don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna do
it might be the last one you see live.
Yeah, live. It won't be the end of the podcast, that's for sure. But it's just it'll be the last one, probably live in a while. For a while, but yeah, we'll sort out the details later. Right now, we're just gonna do what we usually do. So, there's some backstage stuff before we actually get into the shows. This Monday, Michael Cole will be missing Raw for the first time in 20 years.
Really? What's going on with him?
He's going to his son's wedding. Now, my first thought was he had a son.
Well, I knew he had kids.
I didn't know that. No, like in all seriousness, I legit did not know that.
Yeah, I knew he had kids. I just didn't know the age range. That just shows how old Michael Cole is and how
Michael Cole was like 53. Yeah, it's kind of insane.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that just shows because I didn't know about him missing Raw, but I did know he had kids. I didn't know how old they were, and Michael Cole is 53. Yeah. So Michael Cole. Michael Cole, I can't figure the show offhand, but the first time I saw Michael Cole was a WWE show that used to come on Saturday mornings on USA. I want to say Bite This.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Actually, no, I just looked up. He's 48.
Really? I thought he was in his 50s.
But even then, still, he's 48.
So old for him doing it. He's doing this for this fucking long.
Yeah, like I kind of like how Jim Voss is. He's one of the only other people who you can legit say that he's been around the WWE for a long time.
No, there's nobody. There's one person that you can never touch, and even Vince McMahon came and say this: Howard fucking Finkel.
True, but at the same time, Howard Finkel, he's more of he's in the legend status.
Yeah.
So it's like he's more in the legend status of he's only used here and there, but he's not used now.
They don't use him for WrestleMania, just announced Hall of Fame people. So that's really it. But yeah.
But as I'm looking at his things, I'm trying to think, what is this show that he was on? I know he was a backstage interviewer.
They all start out as a backstage interviewer.
Yeah, I remember that. I'm trying to think, what was the show that he was on?
Now that you bring that up, I still personally think it was a missed opportunity for I mean, I had no problem hearing Corey Graves every day of the week. Don't get me wrong.
Well,
I just still think it was a missed opportunity for them not to use Renee Young as a commentator.
Yes, that is also true.
I'm just saying. Not also does the whole women's wrestling. It just shows again, like how far we have come in terms of wrestling.
Also, the show that he was on was called Live Wire.
I know exactly.
He was alongside Jim Cornette.
Let me see. I think I know exactly the show you were talking about too. Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about. Live Wire. Yeah, I know. I used to watch this when I was like, what, 2, 3?
Yeah, when you were 2 or 3, I was like 10.
We didn't really afford cable, so when I went to my friend's house, this is what it was. Every Saturday I went to,
But he actually has kids. And I just didn't know how old he were. And the thing is that unlike most other people, he keeps his personal life,
very private.
Very private. Like for instance, this man has like 3 tattoos. I didn't know that.
I don't know nothing. Yeah. Michael Cole, he's fucking buff now. Have you seen a recent picture of him in the gym?
Yeah, don't. That's not.
I know. Yeah, but it's just
also, I'm just looking at his awards and accomplishments. He's won Slammy Awards 4 times. He's actually a 4-time Slammy Award winner. The Oh My Moment of the Year in 2009. The and I quote line of
that was the line of the
of 2010.
Yeah.
The most regrettable attire of the year. 2011 with him dressing as Triple H, and favorite web show of the year 2013, the JBL and Cole show with
It
JBL
was
and.
it was good.
But then you got the wrestling. But then you got the Wrestling Observers, where you have the worst gimmick in 2011, the worst television announcer from
Damn.
worst television announcer 2001, and then he had a 3 year stretch from 2009 to 2012.
Damn.
and and then the most disgusted promotion tactic of 2014 by assaulting fans who purchased the pay-per-view. Who purchased a pay-per-view. I think I remember that.
Interesting. I mean, despite all the shit we give Michael Cole on a weekly basis as to why Corey Graves is 10 times better than him, he is. I mean, he is the voice of the WWE. There's no mistaking about it. Like, despite what people want to say he is, when you think of WWE now, the voice of it is him. He calls all the action. Well, I mean, for Raw, now it's only Raw, but before the brand split, it was him.
It kind of hurts actually.
I know, but hey, it is what it is. Yeah, so he's missing it, and Tom Phillips will be taking his spot. So,
wow, Tom Phillips.
Yeah, again, yeah. Who else could they possibly use?
You're right.
You can't haggle anymore, JBL.
He is like a younger Michael Cole. Is the difference? Yeah. The difference between him and Michael Cole is the fact that Tom Phillips just want to fuck your face.
Yeah. We're gonna keep going along with that.
Listen, you.
I know it seems so weird because like you would have never before that. I couldn't read like Tom Phillips. Like, what is his personality? Like,
you look at Tom Phillips. Tom Phillips doesn't look like the kind of guy.
Yeah, it's like you couldn't really. Okay, why is this? Stop. No, yeah, like you couldn't just read. You couldn't read him.
He doesn't look like the kind of guy that will sit there and go, "Yeah, yeah, I just want to fuck your face right now." Like, okay.
Like, damn, like, no, and you're right. And it's just, hey, now we know what type of first he is. And then, Tom even referenced, Corey Graves even fucking referenced it.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, even he fucking referenced it. He said on 205, and he was laughing too. I forgot what it was about. But he did reference it. I don't know what I'm looking at, but okay. All right. But yeah, Michael Cole missing Raw for the first time. He hasn't missed a television taping since 1997. I was only one.
Apparently this is the second time he's actually going to miss Raw.
Well, again, he's a dedicated worker. He must have a lot of fucking what's the paycheck?
I think he is one of the highest paid right now. He's one of the highest paid
in terms of like personalities, not superstars, no, but like in terms of like these this type of role, yeah. So there's that. We'll see how Tom does overall. He commentates SmackDown. So it's this. Well, Tom, here's some advice. It's essentially SmackDown just without JBL.
Yeah. Yeah, but like, because I'm looking at this, and it says that this only marks the second time in 20 years that Cole, considered the voice of the WWE, has missed.
Why you do that?
It's
again, I know whether you like it or not. It's true.
He is.
For the past 20 years, he called everything. He called all the big moments. He called Undertaker possibly retired. He called John Cena versus The Rock. He called Daniel Bryan running at WrestleMania. He called it all.
You're right, but it's just like
the last time Jim Ross called a big moment, I have to say, I think it was WrestleMania 19 when Stone Cold retired.
Well, yeah, but you also got to remember there are some times when they actually There actually requests. There actually requests. Certain people actually request what you come to promote their match.
Yeah, well, Undertaker, obviously. Yeah,
Like,
remember
nah,
Undertaker? He requested Jim Ross. That's why Jim Ross came out. He
like, nah,
called
I
Undertaker.
can't. I can't have that.
So yeah, but yeah. So there's Mike Cole. Well, congrats, Mike Cole, and your son. Hopefully, you have fun there. Next thing. There's already talks on already Vince McMahon already building up to WrestleMania 34. And the latest, I mean, I'm not because we still have to talk about No Mercy, but it's kind of obvious, as I've been saying this for weeks now, that Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns are apparently supposed to main event WrestleMania, obviously. But it was just the ending, which we'll elaborate more on in our No Mercy view coming up after this. It was just the way the endings work, which is why I remember on Twitter I was like, "This is fucking bullshit." Like how only one spear took out John Cena and one F5 took out Braun Strowman. They did it on purpose to make them the most dominant people on in WWE. So that means their match at WrestleMania feels that much special. So it's just ridiculous. But it's an interesting note. Brock Lesnar is advertised for the Raw before Survivor Series. So
Interesting.
I don't know what that implies. So we'll definitely see what happens.
But he's not. But he's not for anything
He's
else.
not advertised for any event except for November 13th. He's not advertised for Survivor Series. Yeah. That's the weird part. He's not advertised for Survivor Series, but he's advertised for the Raw before Survivor Series. So I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Oh my god! But John Cena, in terms of people returning, and John Cena will, as even though it's not official, John Cena is said to be back in time for Survivor Series. So there's that. Also,
Yeah.
Morway is looking for a rap career outside of WWE.
I don't want to talk about that. Let's just keep
going. And I would talk about the last thing, but that kind of teases what happened on Raw about the Shield rumor, which is.
Yeah, but what about the other thing I told you about?
Are you referring to Bray Wyatt?
Yes.
So let's talk about that. Ron, take it away.
All right, and you know the sad part is, we need to. I accidentally got out of it. So let me pull up the story. But I will say this. For those who don't know, Bray Wyatt apparently has cheated on his wife.
Allegedly.
Allegedly
100%.
for JoJo, the announcer, the big booty thing from who announces Raw, sometimes SmackDown, sometimes live events. So apparently, the wife of Bray Wyatt, who is known as Samantha Rotunda, I don't know her maiden name, has served the WWE and Bray Wyatt a subpoena in Connecticut in the Connecticut court last month, and she's requesting to for them to submit various documents regarding Wyatt's income, or Bray Wyatt, or Wyndham, as we call him, Wyndham Rotunda, also known as Bray Wyatt, regarding his income and earning capacity, and appear for a deposition, which the company is estimating would cost between $247,000 and $483,000 in attorney fees. Now, the WWE is claiming in court filings that the requests are abusive, harassing, overboard, and would cause WWE undue or unreasonable burdens or expense. So some of the things that she's asking for is his tax refunds, financial statements, banking information, loan applications, credit cards, pension plans, real estate, personal properties, mortgage and notes, fictitious names, which that means I just explained to him earlier. What that means is WWE has trademarked the name Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt is also, as you know, is who Wyndham Rotunda is, and they use his likeness
Exactly.
as part of that trademark. He gets royalties for them using him and his name and whatnot. She wants half of that, pretty much.
Oh, so she goes suck my dick.
Did she also wants let's see, finish the name, partnership and joint venture agreements, employment records and contracts, fringe benefits, trust, disabled pension, powers of attorney, and safe deposit boxes. She
Okay.
wants she wants all of that.
So fucking that's literally his whole life.
Yep.
The only thing you're not taking is his loss record. But other than that, like you're taking his whole life away from him.
Yep. And here's the thing: they have kids, so she that's not even getting child support.
Yeah, god damn it. Bray Wyatt should fight this.
Well,
No,
they
like,
pretty much are going to try to fight. Like I said, the fact that she's asking for all this and everything is like, yeah, they kind of want um
his head.
yeah, she wants his head, and they're pretty much just like, well, come on, can you not ask for all this? But I'm just saying now, if you think the budget cuts between WWE has happened now, when no one's not getting any fireworks,
I know.
don't be surprised if it's going, people gonna come out with no music.
We're gonna have the LED screens anymore.
Yeah, they're gonna go right back to
that's going away. Yeah, that's going away. We're gonna go back to the Raw Attitude Era set.
yeah.
Imagine.
Still cage matches will now be in the blue cages.
Yeah, they can't afford it. Jesus Christ.
Because we can't afford Hell in a Cell, but we do have Bordenalny in the cell. For those who live in Philadelphia will understand that joke.
Yep. And like damn, yeah. Like imagine ladder match, only one ladder. You can literally only afford one ladder for a year.
You only afford one ladder. If you fuck this ladder up, then we're fucked, period.
Right? So Money in the Bank, they can only use it for the Money in the Bank ladder match. And then like literally only one superstar can touch it at a time. Because like they can't risk fucking breaking the shit.
At this point, it's not even Money in the Bank. It's going to be EBT in the bank.
Damn, yo. Okay. Okay.
Do we
Oh my god. But yeah,
do
it's
we
just
stop from
hopefully
there?
Wyatt can do something about this. Or and then but I mean Bray Wyatt, I mean WWE do something about this.
No, they're gonna probably put it on Bray Wyatt. It's like, listen, or he'd be like, listen, we'll help pay, but you're gonna have to lose every match for now on for the rest of your fucking life.
I mean, here's the thing with Bray Wyatt. When we say Bray Wyatt loses matches, technically he doesn't. He just never wins the important one. Like he can win all
Yeah,
the matches.
he'll win a Raw here and
He doesn't win
there,
the pay-per-view. That's the issue.
as we were going to talk about.
Yep. The last pay-per-view he won was at Great Balls of Fire against Seth Rollins. That itself, the story wasn't really there, which is kind
Has
of
it
crazy.
been that long?
Yes, it's great July. The last time he won a pay-per-view match was in July.
Fuck.
And it's like we're not, and that's the issue is because story wasn't really all that there anyway. So it was that really, even though he won a pay-per-view in the record, he did win, but and I thought he had to win this one, but we're just gonna talk about it because this to me doesn't make. Well, we saw Raw, and it didn't mean shit anyway. So,
Well, I didn't see that part because I quickly went to the bathroom and came back up and I missed something. So
yeah.
you want to explain to me what happened?
All right. So we're gonna talk about the pre-show, Elias versus Apollo Crews. Kind of a throw. Well, it was obviously a throwaway match, but Elias won. Obviously, should have won.
Yeah, but I will say this, that Apollo Crews is actually showing that, hey guys, I can actually wrestle. Like, come on, guys.
Make no mistake about it. It's not like Apollo Crews couldn't wrestle. That was never my issue with him. My issue with him was he does have a fucking personality. Even
Yeah.
Kalisto has a personality. It's a lucha thing. Apollo Crews is literally that haystack that goes into those cowboy scenes. Like that's the most we're gonna get out of him. It's just there's nothing there. there's nothing there with him. But yeah, Elias Sanders. I mean, they kind of continued their match on Raw, which I guess we'll talk. I guess this is actually a feud going on. I thought this was literally just a throwaway match, but hey, I guess this is an actual feud. That's
Yeah,
going
because of what happened. Yeah, because of what happened with
to happen on Raw with titles on them. So yeah, I think it's gonna be an actual feud, which is fine, I guess. Again, since Raw is going back, the next pay-per-view is TLC, and they need another match to build up to. Why not make this pre-show match into an actual main card match on thing, which is fine. I have no issue when WWE does something. It makes it feel fresh and different. People
yeah.
like Elias Apollo Crews on the actual main card of a pay-per-view. I'm not saying it will be on the pay-per-view, but I'm just saying like it could that match could potentially happen. So who knows? Especially, well, I think they will, because let's face it, Brock Lesnar's not going to be on TLC. Neither is John Cena with that rumored Shield thing. They're going to have to make up space for the card. So if they're going to build this up to TLC, makes the most sense to me. Next up is the Intercontinental Championship match, which opened the show against Jason Jordan, the Miz versus Jason Jordan. It was a good match. I was really hoping the guy Jason Jordan was gonna win. I would have hated the fact. I mean, his pro. So first off, Miz. I mean, it was a good match. Jason Jordan tried his best, but obviously the numbers game didn't work out in his favor as Bo Dallas distracted him. He knocked off Bo Dallas. Miz pushed him when he was trying to do Skull Crusher finale. Jason Jordan got hit by Curtis Axel. He did the Skull Crusher finale. And 1, 2, 3, Miz retained his title. Afterwards, however, he cut a promo. And he was just saying how, you know what, it's not, he sounded like a bitch. He sounded
that promo was so goddamn dry. I've eaten my piece of dried chicken before, or dried turkey, and that was juicier than that damn after-match promo. Like,
it was ridiculous. He was basically bitching and saying, "Hey, I would have won if the Miz tries to interfere." And
I mean, which he is right.
But at the end of the day, you knew going into this match that the Miz Taraj was going to be there. Per example, it will be it's in a completely different universe. NXT Takeover Chicago, and Roger Strong fought Eric Young. He knew Sanity was going to be there, so he did the smartest thing. When his music played, he attacked both Killian Dane and Alexander Wolf from behind, so completely taking them out of the match. I'm not saying Jason did something like that, but my point is he should have had a plan going into this.
Pretty much, but it's whatever.
And he hope he got a title match, so he just sounds like a pussy, but at least the Miz retained the right person won in that match. That's all I'm saying. Up next, we have Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt, the man-to-man face-off.
That was the title of the match, by the way.
Yeah, it was man-to-man, because the whole point is because WWE likes to do it this way now. It was emphasizing the fact that it was Finn Balor who's facing Bray Wyatt, not the Demon King. But so yeah, that happened before the match actually started. Bray Wyatt attacked Finn Balor from behind, injuring his ribs. Well, kayfabe Wyatt injuring his ribs. He's about to be walked back to Bray Wyatt cut a promo saying, "See, this guy's just immortal. He's weak," and just tell him to run away. Finn Balor said, "No, screw that," and he actually went in the ring and they actually had a match. And somehow, despite him having rib injury, Finn Balor still won, which this makes no sense. But I would have thought the reason why they did this, so this was the way Bray Wyatt could get his win back from SummerSlam, because the whole point for Bray Wyatt is that he's trying to prove that Finn Balor can't win without the Demon King, and if he would have beat him here, then it would have proved that. And then, holy crap, for the first time in a very long time, Bray Wyatt, what he said, he actually would back up what he says. Now, him losing, it just makes him look like a joke again. I feel like WWE, at this point, WWE's doing this on purpose. They're trying to see how many times they can make Bray Wyatt lose until the fans truly stop caring.
Well, I feel like they kind of stopped caring.
I mean, no, they don't. They didn't start carrying since then. Again, every time Bray Wyatt comes out, they have their phones.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's that, but
So, like we still have
like, everybody. I feel like everybody wants to be there for the Fireflies, but once he starts talking, it's like
I mean, I listen to him, but
I can't anymore. Like it was a time where, yeah,
well, what he should say was the fucking gospel. But
like now is like because what you say on paper, what you do in the ring. Not saying he's not a bad wrestler. It's just the fact of you keep losing. So all those words that you keep saying doesn't mean jack shit.
it really doesn't. So it's like I just don't get it, Bray. Come on, man. You can. Well, I mean, based on what the events happened to Raw, this isn't over. Let's see what they could pull out their ass this time to help Bray Wyatt out. I mean, the real issue I had with this, because it seems like, and I feel like a part of me feels like it's us the fans' fault, because back then, like I'll say like a year or two ago, we had all these dream scenarios. What would happen if Bray Wyatt would fight Finn Balor? Now we're actually getting it. This is the result. Or what would happen if Bray Wyatt would fight Broken Matt Hardy, which we'll probably eventually get, but we will know the fucking result. It's like, just let Bray Wyatt win a big one.
I kind of don't, but here's the thing. As you say that, I don't blame Bray Wyatt. I don't blame any of them, all that. I just blame the booking and the writing.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Like
He was better booked. Dude, let me put this in perspective for you. On Smackdown, he became champion twice during the brand split.
Yeah.
So on Raw, what the fuck is he doing?
Like, yeah, he's actually doing a lot better on SmackDown. I mean, he did a lot better on SmackDown than he did on Raw.
He became tag team champion and he became WWE champion. So it's like, what? Well, again, this stems from the fact that originally AJ Styles was supposed to go to Raw, but at the very last minute they decided not to. He was supposed to go to Raw, and Bray Wyatt would stay on SmackDown. But it is what it is. I guess they knew that SmackDown needed like a top star for live events and stuff. I'm not saying Bray Wyatt isn't, but like a top babyface. Obviously, that person is AJ Styles. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, Finn Balor beat him again. We'll see what happens. Up next, my opinion, match of the night. The Raw Tag Team titles, Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose versus Cesaro and Sheamus. And again, first off, round of applause to Cesaro for finishing the match, despite the fact that he had his goddamn teeth pushed in.
Yeah, because all the time everyone thought that his teeth
broke. I thought he lost his teeth. No, they went that
it went up.
It went up through his. Oh, God, holy shit!
All that teething he did when he was younger, pretty much reversed it.
Oh, I could just feel he must have been running on adrenaline.
No
pain.
I've noticed that apparently they pretty much told Sheamus to take all Cesaro's spots. I feel like all those
Smith for Cesaro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they weren't expecting his fucking teeth to cave in. Well, I mean, it's nobody's at fault here. It's just, again, bad timing. Obviously, Dean Ambrose couldn't control the way Cesaro was gonna land on the pole. So,
and also, do you think that we joked about this earlier, but do you think that the LED lights or LCD lights might cause more injury than the old school ring posts? I know that they're they're flashing and everything like that, but it kind of seems like it hurts more.
That's what I was about to say. I guess it's all in your opinion on which one you think hurts more, the original ring post or the LED board. I would like to think the ring post would have hurt more since it was made out of wood. I would have to assume, or just a hard metal. And the LED is obviously made for whatever the fuck they was able to power up the system. So I would like to think that
Yeah, but they had to use a hard case
yeah,
for,
in which true. They probably use like a hard glass. They have to make sure it
because
holds.
because whatever it was made out of, Mace's always teeth got pushed up. You know, like
No, and you're completely right. So I would have Jesus fucking Christ. I can imagine how hard that is now because again, teeth is bone. So
yeah,
for it to push it up, that's some hard ass. Well, you see how people's when the wrestlers get hit with that post, you see how they like react to it. It fucking hurt. Either they're selling or not, I can tell it hurts. So yeah, but overall, this was a match of the night. Bunch of spots. I think the best spot was when Cesaro and Sheamus did that tag team move. When Sheamus did the what did he did the Irish though he did the white noise and then
the
Cesaro
white noise it did. They were trying to go for her Corona, and then he ended up going for the
he did a power bomb and it still wasn't over.
yeah.
And like that was good. And then the
All of this with a bloody mouth, by the way.
Yep. Yeah. And again, credit to Cesaro. He stuck through it because after that, it was still like a good 10 minutes left. Like 10, 15 minutes left into the match, and he still fought through it. So again, congrats to Cesaro. I mean Cesaro there. That was I could imagine how much pain he was in. That was ridiculous. But that being said, we will move on to the next match, which was the Fatal Five Way. Alexa, Sasha, Bailey, Nia, and Emma for the Raw Women's title. It was fine, I guess. Nothing to really write.
Nothing too spectacular. It felt kind of short to me.
Actually, I can look that up myself. Yeah, I mean, it was like it wasn't a bad match by any means. It just felt like it was just there. Well, I mean, no, you're 100% right. Besides the besides the main event, this was the second shortest match on the card. It was only 9 minutes and 40 seconds.
Yeah, it felt real short for some reason. It felt short. You said 9 minutes. That felt shorter than 9 minutes.
The cruiserweight match was longer, and that says a lot. To put in perspective, the longest match, fucking hell. I knew it was long, but goddamn, Roman Reigns, John Cena, 22 minutes.
Well, that show what Cena can still do at the age of 40.
I guess. And the second longest was the tag team match, which I expected. That was a decently long match. But yeah, no, you are definitely right.
Like for some reason, that match, that right there, felt really, really short to me. And it's a shame because the match was actually good, especially the bump that Nia Jax took.
Yep.
Okay, like that was good, and I'm just
power bomb, right?
Yeah, and I'm just like, wow, she actually took that, and she sold it like a champ, and then she came back, monstering out and everything, whatever. But I mean, look, also, and I joke with my friends about this. I'm like, well, the only reason why Alexa Bliss won because he drew the short draw coming October when Oscar comes.
Exactly. But it seems like the way Raw went, that's not the plan. At least we know Oscar. So with this pay per view, we know Oscar is making her debut match at TLC. We just don't know against who. It could very well be Alexa Bliss for the Raw Women's title, but as right now, we don't know that.
I have a theory about that, so we can
talk about that later.
Yeah, talk about that when we get into Raw.
But overall, yeah, it was a good match. Nia Jax, I think, was the MVP of this match. She really showed her down, especially holding both Sasha and Alexa up and did a crunch before.
Yeah.
he did her on some old job. I mean, hey. So yeah, Alexa Bliss won. It is funny when she pinned Bailey, that guy who was wearing the Bailey outfit, that he reminded me so much of the Undertaker guy. He was shocked that Undertaker lost at WrestleMania. He was like you could tell he was a hardcore Bailey fan. But he was wearing all of Bailey.
Wait, you were talking?
So that Asian guy looking guy. Let me look him up.
No, wait. You're talking about? Do I still?
I know it has
Yes.
to be a meme at this point.
So, not necessarily a meme, at least not yet. But you're talking about?
Yeah, him. It's like
Sorry, that's other things I want to talk about this man's face for a little bit later. But
yeah.
I'm sorry, but come on, y'all got CGI. Fist this.
Holy shit, I know he looks like.
But this man,
Yep.
that's says you could be a Bailey fan.
But don't be 40 years old.
Truth be told, I kind of thought that was Mackenzie.
Wow.
I thought that was Mackenzie for a little bit. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Like, just imagine this guy. I mean, I don't like to bash on wrestling fans. Like you could like who you want and whatever.
oh yeah,
But
you can like who you want, but it's just the fact
it
that
gets to the point where it's like
this is the kind.
walking
That's the
down
kind.
the street like that.
This is the kind of guy who will go to
What was your first
Bailey.
thought with him, Ron? What in all
Hey,
seriousness,
I'm
what was
about to
your
tell you. I'm gonna tell you. This is the kind of guy who will go to Bailey and be like, I'm your biggest fan.
thought?
Can I smell your hair?
It's funny that he does sound. He would probably sound like that too.
Like that's the first impression that I get off of this, and being the fact that you see the defeat in his face
Yeah. Like
right now is
he literally bet
yeah,
his 401k on Bailey winning.
like Alexa Bliss has to die now. She has to die.
Like it's
Yeah, it's
I mean, again, you can
a
like what
little cringeworthy.
like don't wear
Look,
that
yeah.
publicly, especially at your age. I mean,
But then again, you're talking to a guy who's going to make Ultimate Warrior barrel jackets one day
no,
soon.
but there's difference though.
Yeah, but then again,
Bailey is
you're not going to see me. You're not going to see me go to the Ultimate Warrior's gravesite, walking around wearing that and everything. But that man looks like he's a stalker.
that was all I'm saying. Just imagine him walking with a kid. How would people react? Like it just doesn't look good. That's all I'm saying.
Would you want your back rub, Billy?
Right? Like he. I'm not saying that he is, but it would what you're wearing in public would make it seem like.
I mean, look, we could be wrong. He could actually have worn that just for all shits and giggles, you know.
Yeah.
But then
And
again,
that's why context matters
that look of defeat
in his eyes.
that doesn't necessarily.
He bet all of his life savings on Bailey winning.
Yeah.
And he I know that's literally what it looks like to me, but yeah, so there's that. We move on to I really want your thoughts on this match. Roman Reigns versus John Cena, the match that we never thought we'll get. We got this on a B show pay-per-view like No Mercy. So
The match itself is good. My problem with the match, y'all should have equaled on how many times
John Cena kicked out.
Kicked out versus how many times how many times Roman Reigns kicked out. Because Cena hit him with 4 AAs. You know what? I'll even go like this. John Cena hit Roman Reigns with 4 Kamehameha waves. Okay.
No, and you're right. He even did a
And
super one. He even did a super one.
he even did a super Kamehameha wave. All right,
Multiple
dude,
times real.
which took a lot of energy and everything. And he almost did a Kamehameha wave on. By the way, Kamehameha waves are AAs. I'm just remember
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z Logic, John Cena, Goku. But he even tried to do it on the table, and Roman Reigns DDT'd himself to spare him.
Right.
But at the same time, my whole thing is this: if y'all wanted to make it, I mean, I understand maybe not make it longer, but he kicked out of 4 AAs. He got hit with Superman punch and a spear. 1, 2, 3.
It's like it's like yes, we both said Roman Reigns had to win this match, and I'm a part of me glad that he won because again I don't think there was no coming back if he would have lost.
Roman Reigns had more. I mean, listen, I have a fantasy of like a fantasy booking of like what would happen if Cena had won and anything, blah blah blah. But when you look at it, Roman Reigns has more to gain from winning than John Cena did.
I know Cena wins was just another name on the fucking list for him. That's it.
Yeah, and then
There's nothing
Roman
else.
Reigns has had to continue on and everything. So, but at the same time, I was thinking this yesterday while I was on my way up to the tournament I was going to, and I want to say this to you, you being a player of the Smackdown video games and the 2K video games. Let's just admit this right now. Roman Reigns is Vince McMahon's career wrestler that has won, who pretty much is winning every single match that the game puts up on, that the game gives you, except the championship matches where it's a harder difficulty and it's kind of impossible to win.
Yeah.
Because when you look at it, look at the resume that as much as we hate to go back on this, look at the resume that Roman Reigns has went through. He beat the Undertaker.
At WrestleMania, yeah.
Okay, that's a feat on its own. That's like 5 achievements on Xbox right there.
I know. At WrestleMania, I know. At WrestleMania.
At WrestleMania, so you unlocked everything, almost everything. You beat Cena.
He
You beat
beat
Triple H. And you're the cousin of The Rock, so you already got that achievement. um,
like he
but like he pretty much.
the only thing he hasn't done yet just bring Ric Flair out of retirement so he could beat him at this point. Like they're probably
By
just
the way, I forgot to bring that up, but there's another little piece of news that I
it's all Ric
saw.
Flair.
Yeah,
I
apparently
know exactly.
WWE won. It depending on how soon WWE, I mean, how soon Ric Flair feels, they want him to appear on TV soon,
Yeah.
especially promoting Starcade.
So you could feud Roman Reigns so he could lose too. No, wait, yo, did you see the? Oh, I'm so mad I didn't retweet that. Did you see the? Did you ever see that picture on Twitter floating around with it was Photoshop obviously, but it was so good. Roman Reigns, he getting like held his hand held up high. Hold
Oh,
on.
I saw that, and it was like the imagery of like all the other wrestlers he beat.
Yes, it was so good. But hold on, give
It
me
was
1 second. Sorry.
it was pretty much the Star Wars version of like when all right. So if you ever seen, I might say the Last Jedi, not the Last Jedi, the Empire Strikes Back, the movie after Empire. What's the movie? Is New Hope, Empire Strikes Back. God damn it! What's the episode? What's episode 6? Return to Jedi. I'm sorry, I was having a brain fart there. But Return to Jedi. At the end of Return to Jedi, and I'm talking about the original. I'm not talking about that new that CGI bullshit when they added Hayden Christensen into it. But if you add, if you saw that at the end of Return to Jedi, you had the 3 past Jedi's of Yoda, Obi-Wan, and Darth Vader, but not Hayden Christensen Darth Vader, but the old school Darth Vader. That's pretty much what they just mimic. And he probably doesn't have his mic on. I don't know what's going on. I didn't know he said hold on, but I thought he was looking for the thing. He gets muted. Hmm. I think he had to go do something, folks. I'm pretty much just talking to myself. Hmm. All right, well, so he has mostly all the notes. Um, so I really don't know what we're doing right now. I think he had a phone call probably. Let's see. But yeah, so in my opinion about the Roman Reigns Cena match, I'm just going to probably continue. Hopefully, we come back. Yeah, I felt like that if he was going to go, if he was going to kick out 4 times, at least have Cena kicked out at least a couple of times too, off of Roman Reigns' big moves. You know, like I mean, that's just me. Don't know where we're going to go from here. Like I know he said hold on and everything because he probably had to take a phone call. Um, Now I'm just left by myself in my notes as I'm sitting here reading Twitter. Um, let's see. I don't want to move on because I'm pretty sure he might have something to say. So, I go on break or wait for him to come back? He doesn't text me.
I'm back.
Okay. I'm sitting here just trying to, like, I don't know what.
I apologize. No, I do apologize. Again, basically what happened was somebody had my Apple Watch when my phone is downstairs, but I can still get calls on my watch. Somebody called me and they said it was the food delivery. And I was like, what the hell is he talking about? I didn't order anything. He had the wrong number. He's all the way out of Mason Street.
Oh, so it was something like your job, but it wasn't your job.
It must, yeah, food delivery. So it was like that was clearly he must have been 1 digit off on the number. So not even that. My apologies, man. Now I know last thing I was talking about was the Twitter pic, that you probably saw of Roman Reigns. And like everybody who he beat is holding up his hand or whatnot. I was like, because that's the point. And he still gets booed. Vince McMahon is probably thinking, what else is it gonna take?
I don't know right now, but you know, it's. I mean, right now it's all up the air for right now because we got that potential thing that might be happening.
Yes,
that's going to happen that we'll be talking about later.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense because they had to have some type of filler for them because again Brock Lesnar's gone for right now, so some type of thing. But yeah, but overall, him winning, he had to win. It's just again, it's bullshit that Cena literally did 4 AAs. So what that tells me is that Roman Reigns can basically kick out of 5 finishers. You can put 5 finishers on him, man. That still won't do it.
You need all your Smackdowns to face him.
It's like I don't. What you see, if power levels in WWE are bullshit. It's like I get the tech. It is. It's like power levels. It's like I guess John Cena got weaker over the years. And it's like I just don't understand. I just don't understand. But I mean, he won. Part of me is glad that he won, not because I like him, but because he really needed this win.
Yeah, but yeah, like I said, the thing is that if Cena would have won this match, what would Cena have gotten out of it? Reigns sort of needed this more than
that's something.
Yeah, but I feel like that Reigns needed to win more than he did.
And you're right. Now we move on to the cruiserweight match. Enzo Amore versus Neville for the cruiserweight title. It went, with the exception of the ending, it went exactly as I thought it would have went. Enzo get his ass handed to him. Because again, in a realistic setting, this is literally what would have happened. Neville would have kicked his ass because Enzo is not portrayed as a wrestler. So for the most part, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that flying DDT that he did was cool. Not gonna lie, dude, you saw that spot, right?
Mm-hmm.
When Enzo did that flying DDT.
Yeah.
So I mean, I admit that was cool, but other than that, that was literally the only really offense I can remember him getting. So near the end of the match, Enzo grabbed when he was getting counted out. Enzo grabbed Neville's cruiserweight title, and Enzo got obviously irritated. It's not your fucking title. He came in with it. He tried to distract him with it. He gave it back to the referee, and then Enzo kicked him in the nuts. 1, 2, 3. Hell is frozen over. Enzo Amore has won a fucking title in WWE. He is now.
Did you see did you see the thing that I retweeted? There was a person.
No.
Well, I don't know if you saw it, but there was a person who was at the No Mercy pay-per-view, and she left early
Because
after he won. And he recorded himself. Like,
it's
no,
fucking bullshit.
he's like, nope, nope, can't do it. Nope, I'm sorry, can't do it. No, this never happened. Nope. And
wait, hold on. I'm looking at your Twitter right now. Where the fuck did this happen?
You have to scroll all the way down.
Panda versus Hulk Hogan.
That's not really Hulk Hogan. That's
I know, I know, but it's like
I woke up to that. I know what you're talking about. I kind of woke up to that. But you have to scroll all the way down to like back to Sunday's date. Is a video you're gonna and actually you scroll to Monday because I made a tagline when I said Enzo is closing Monday Night Raw, and I interrupted it with that video.
Okay, I see it. Oh nope. Yeah, her.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, because nearing in the Raw was like, holy shit, they actually gonna main event it, and yes, they did.
It was like, nope, I'm not. I walked out. Nope, I'm unhappy.
And hey, they main evented it. And
she had that. She didn't make that video when Enzo won the belt.
No, hold on. I love your, it's all time. I love your this tweet that you retweeted. We got exciting news. Oh, so we can finally edit tweets. No, 280 characters. Yeah, Twitter's like. Also, I know. Why can we edit tweets where it's fucking ridiculous?
I kind of feel like there's a yes and no factor. There's a good and a bad factor to editing tweets, but we'll get into that later because I can go on and on about that.
Wait, hang on. Do you have 280 characters yet?
I don't. They only test it out for certain people, mainly celebrities. You do know a certain president is going to be getting that soon, so there's that. God.
Jesus, how have mercy on us.
Yeah.
40 characters, and maybe we can say 280.
Yeah, so that's about to happen.
Or incoherent than what it already was. But yeah, Enzo won. Let's put. I want to put this in perspective for you. Enzo Amore has won a championship on the main roster before Shinsuke Nakamura, Braun Strowman, Ty Dillinger. Yes, Ty Dillinger, Bobby Roode. I know he just came, but let's just put that in perspective for a second.
He pretty much you're just saying that this is a NSC graduate who pretty much won a singles title.
Yeah. One of those guys you weren't think he was ever gonna. I mean, nothing more than a tag team title, which is fine, but he won the singles title, and it's like, holy shit. Huh.
Just
He did it. I mean, hey, he did it. And after Raw, I realized it was the best decision. I'm not gonna lie, I was fucking irritated because like this is just fucking bullshit. But after Raw, I realized it was actually the best decision they could have ever possibly gotten.
also I want to talk about. Sometimes I don't know if it's real or fake with Corey Graves, but I want to
Oh,
go to Corey Graves' Twitter that he said, "My son just ran to." Well, by the way, I didn't know he had a son, but my son just ran to second base and danced like at Rule One to celebrate. Rule One is
oh yeah.
Enzo's is on Twitter. And he said, "I have failed as a father."
And then Rusev retweeted that and said we failed as a country. No, I don't want to pull it up.
I didn't see that part, but that's
Oh, yeah, speaking of Rusev, best fucking shit ever, Rusev Day. Did you see that?
yeah.
That was even so look, yeah, my son just ran to second base and danced like um Enzo Mori to celebrate. I felt as father. Rusev retweeted, we have felt as a community. Even then Baron Corbin tweeted, I'm even ashamed. Drew Gulak, he's shaking his head.
Oh wow, this is going on.
Yes. Who Peyton Royce even commented. A lot of people did. I because it's like all these fucking griefs, these are good.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's like
I gotta find this now as you keep going because I'm just Jesus.
Yeah. No, yeah, just click on it, just look at, you'll see Baron Corbin, you'll see Drew Gulak, see some other cruiserweights on there. But yeah, so Enzo won. I didn't really have an opinion until after Raw. This was like the best decision. Now we move on to the main event. There's a lot of mixed opinions on this. What are your stance on this main event?
No,
How was your stance?
it's like we knew it was going to be short because we all know,
Obviously, yeah.
we know how much,
Works.
yeah, how he works and how he gets gas easily. Okay, I kind of feel like he should have. There should have been more back and forth.
It should. The issue. I mean, my brother pointed it out to me. The more I look at it, and he's right. The issue with this match, and I know it sounds crazy saying it, it was a wrestling match. I think that was the biggest issue of this match. It wasn't like any other Brock Lesnar or Braun Strowman match where it's like they just beating the shit out of each. I'm not saying like they fought, but I'm just saying like any other Braun Strowman match. It wasn't any Braun Strowman match. It's not a wrestling match. It's a fight. Same thing with Brock Lesnar. It's not a wrestling match. It's a fight. And with those two people, it works. Them just two titans just beating the shit out of each other.
It should have been more of a wrestling match. It should have been back and forth. Behemoths going after each other, and then the finish.
And because again, it's just Braun Strowman did 2 power slams, and it still wasn't enough. But 1 F5, and that's it. It's 1 F5, and it's
it's the same as that thing.
Literally the same exact thing as Roman Reigns, and that's why I find it hard to believe that we did not do this on purpose. It was just just happened. The endings were kind of relatively the same. No, y'all did this on purpose. Y'all knew exactly what y'all were doing, so y'all could build these up into the most superior wrestlers in the company. So that main event WrestleMania 34, which I don't know why is this match. We have proven even Brock Lesnar, no Paul Heyman. Wait, who said it? I forgot who said it. Oh, Miz. He even said on Raw. Even though we're getting ahead of ourselves here, but even he said it. that even Brock Lesnar already beaten you. And it's like you're not even beating Brock Lesnar before, so it's like, why? Yeah, like why is this guy? But yeah, I mean, Brock. I'm not gonna lie. I really we were both of our picks for Braun Strowman because I
Yeah,
truly
I thought this was gonna be
truly
Braun's
thought,
time, but guess
and I
not.
don't know what they're gonna. Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do. It's weird. I don't know what they're gonna do with Braun Strowman because I know what happened on Raw, but with the rumor with the Shield, what the hell is what? I don't know what's going on anymore. I don't know what's going on anywhere. I thought like the direction would be Braun Strowman's Universal Champion, and then Roman Reigns will eventually take it off of him before Mania, and then it'll be Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
To me, Braun Strowman deserved that title. I mean,
He does. I don't. It's confusing myself. Yeah.
he would have been a top player. I mean, he already is a top player on Raw. Like that would have solidified it right there. Him winning the Universal Champion. It's like he's improved. I'm not going. I hate this example. I mean, he's a better. I don't use this in a bad way in terms of Braun Strowman. He's a better Jinder Mahal, and the fact that a little over a year ago, around this time, he was considered a nobody. Just part of the Wyatt family. Well, before the brand split, he was just part of the Wyatt family. That's it. Nothing.
Yeah.
No. And now, a year later, main eventing shows, main eventing pay-per-views. This had a good effect. Jinder Mahal literally came out of nowhere. 2 months later, he's WWE champion. At least with Braun Strowman, they've been building this thing up. Jinder Mahal literally came a month later after he won the #1 contender match, WWE champion. I think that's the real issue with Jinder Mahal here. This would have worked if they would have slowly built it up. They literally didn't give us any breathing room to let us comprehend the fact that Jinder Mahal is WWE champion. Oh yeah, and did you read that report? Did they report that apparently they plan on having him hold it until WrestleMania?
Really?
Until now, they did say that Shinsuke Nakamura can very well be him at Hell in a Cell, but he'll just win it back when they go to India in December at a live event in India.
Now that could change at any point because I kind of heard that apparently the experiment of Jinder Mahal being a champion and everything like that, it didn't work. Nah, it didn't work at all. So
because it's just the way he's booked. You're not building him as like this monster heel. Yes, the only let's be real. Every single one of his title vengeance, what happened? The Singh brothers. The Singh brothers is literally the only reason why. That's why I wish at Hell in a Cell their match would be in a Hell in a Cell match. I'm not saying Jinder Mahal should be Shinsuke Nakamura clean, but my point is to at least show he can actually.
Well, I thought their match was Hell in a Cell.
No, it's not. It's just a regular match. There's only 2 Hell in a Cell matches at Hell in a Cell, and that's not one of them. Yeah, that's not one of them.
I kind of feel like that's a waste of opportunity.
That's my point, because the whole point was now the Singh brothers, your ticket, your golden ticket, the Singh brothers. You see why the story writes itself. The golden ticket, the Singh brothers, they can't interfere. They're locked outside.
It
makes perfect sense. There's literally, and I don't like the Punjabi prison match. There's a cage on top of the cell. There's literally no way they're getting in. That would literally be the chance Jinder Mahal could prove himself.
Unless the Great Khali comes on the ring again and.
I know. Well, see, that didn't count. I don't consider what happened at Battleground counting as anything. That was just. It was already. It's bad enough it was in our city that it happened in.
Remember that happened.
It is bad enough that after the match, Great Khali literally grabbed the WWE title away from Jinder Mahal. Jinder Mahal tried to get it back from. It was bad. It was bad. That freaky pay-per-view was bad. Sadly enough, I just regret that it was in our hometown of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Well, at least the next one, we'll have fun with that one. The 30th anniversary of the Royal Rumble, where Roman Reigns will get booed yet again if he fucking wins it. You know that's what they're gonna do. That's coming full circle.
Yeah.
They're gonna do it twice. They're gonna do it twice. Make him win in Philadelphia twice because the first time wasn't good enough.
Because he didn't learn his lesson.
And they're gonna do it. Yo, this is literally the same build. Royal Rumble was in Philadelphia, and now then it's WrestleMania. Brock Lesnar versus Roman. Fucking hell. But that was no mercy. Overall, did you think it was a good show? Or
I give it a C. Because the first couple of matches were good, even the whole Bray Finn match, but Fiend just
the irony of it is the only issues with the show was the two main events.
Yeah.
That was literally the issue. Everything was fine. Even Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt to a point was fine. Then the real issue was the two main events that they kept fucking promoting.
Yeah, and then that happened. Oh, and then now let's forget what you come winning.
What, Enzo? I mean,
yeah.
The difference is it built up to the following night, which was fine. But at the time it was like fucking bullshit.
Yeah. I was ready to give up. I was ready to give up on the pay-per-view and that.
Yeah, so it was just, if it wasn't for it, I mean, but obviously WWE had the plan for the following night for the Cruiserweight, so it redeemed that. So at the overall, that match had value. But yeah, there's just literally the main issue was just the two main events that they kept heavily promoting as WrestleMania caliber matches, and they ended in fucking bullshit finishes. 4 AAs, 1 spear, it's over. 2 running power slams, 1 F5, it's over. Fucking bullshit. But we move on to Raw, and then after this, we'll take a quick break. But let's just go through Raw since this was their pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns appearing on Miz TV because Miz TV during No Mercy, Miz did say he wants Roman Reigns to appear on Miz TV. Again, Miz, I feel like Miz TV is really just a tell-all show now.
Yeah. Let me tell you about yourself.
Right? He telling the other people why you fucking, like, what is wrong with you currently backstage. Like, again, this thing, again, Roman Miz was just saying, again, Roman, when you were part of the Shield, you were just really used the background character. You came in, you have you beaten, besides John Cena, you were like, who have you beaten? So, and he's absolutely right. Who has he beaten in a pay-per-view match since John Cena? Before John Cena. Maybe the last time Roman Reigns won a pay-per-view.
Yeah, you're right.
Which was WrestleMania. Because let's take a backtrack for a second here. Payback, he lost against Braun Strowman cleanly. At Extreme Rules, he wasn't even in the deciding factor in the Fatal 5-Way match.
Nope.
Because Samoa Joe won. Great Ball of Fire. His idiocy made him lose against Braun Strowman. He got mad, so he tried to kill him. And at SummerSlam, he got pinned by Brock Lesnar. See the track record of Roman Reigns?
Sure.
Even Bray Wyatt has a better track record than him in terms of pay-per-views. So it's like, because at least Bray Wyatt won 2 pay-per-views this year. So he won that House of Horrors, if you even call that a match.
Yeah, that still happened.
If you could call that a match, he won the House of Horrors match. But yeah, so it was berating him. Roman Reigns said, you should be focusing on him instead of you because he did bring up the Universal title. You should be focusing on me. I'm the Intercontinental Champion. I'm the main person of the show, etc., etc. And Roman said, okay, fine, let's do it. At that point, I really thought, oh my God, you gotta fucking give him the Intercontinental title. Not yet, at least. They're not gonna give it to him, not yet. Because Kurt Angle just said it'll just be a 1-on-1 match. I was really about to say, like, they were gonna give this fucker the title. Because the original plan was for SummerSlam, for those who don't know. It was originally supposed to be Roman Reigns versus The Miz at SummerSlam for the Intercontinental title. That was the original plan. They decided to just do a Fatal 4-Way with Braun, Joe, Lesnar, and Reigns.
Now, I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, yeah, you go ahead and finish. I have a question.
Yeah, no. I was gonna say, the whole point of Roman winning the Intercontinental title, so the whole story could be at WrestleMania. Roman Reigns has won every single title in WWE except for the Universal title. So they'll build on that, and then he beats Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, and everybody's happy. And that is at least in Vince McMahon's Bible. So yeah, that what were you gonna say?
All right. So my question, I asked this with some friends. Next, for those who probably don't know, next week's Raw is for the title, Miz versus Roman Reigns. Now you're signing right now, but
He's gonna fucking win.
but who would you rather see, Jason Jordan or Roman Reigns?
And yes, obviously the answer would be Roman Reigns, but it's like the
That's pretty much what we have here.
but for all that, they could have gave the before he got injured, it could have just gave Jeff Hardy. This was the route they were going. Because think about it, if they give Roman Reigns the title, then all Shield members have the titles. They're already gonna look dominant anyway. There's no need for Roman Reigns to have the Intercontinental. It'll be the same situation as the United States title last year. Where it was fucking useless. And then Chris Jericho just took it away from him. That would literally be. Remember, Roadblock. Roman Reigns, United States title champion, and he still went after the Universal champion Kevin Owens without even defending his title. It's just the Intercontinental title. Again, Miz has made that title so much prestige now. He has given it so much prestige to the title ever since he's been holding on to it and just winning it. For Roman Reigns to win it, it won't mean jack shit. Unless Elias, you know what? If he wins it, that's fine. Unless Elias Sampson takes it from him the next week, I'll be perfectly fine with that. So let him win the fucking title, as long as Elias Sampson can take it from him. But yeah, I mean, yes, I know we put it like that. Obviously, if I had to pick two of the worst evils, obviously Roman Reigns, he should become the Intercontinental champion. But I don't think that's gonna happen. I think logically the Miz trials will interfere at that point and just attack the Miz or something. I don't know, just to make sure he doesn't win the title. But yeah, that happened. Moving on to speaking of Jason Jordan, the waste of space, Matt Hardy and Jason Jordan defeated the Miz because Jeff Hardy couldn't wrestle.
Yeah, it's been said that Jeff Hardy had
well, they proved it. He's injured.
He's injured now. Had what, separated left right shoulder?
Yep.
During
the match, and it was just the way he fell when he did that swan. No, he was a swan time. That suplex that he came off of that suplex. It was just the way he fell on his elbow.
Yeah, so he's going to be out for a little while.
But they did say he will still be on TV, and I guess
he's going to be manager role and everything like that. Also face value.
Yeah, I mean, again, Hardy sells, so without them even doing anything, I guess is. Hey, this would be perfect time to start filming some backstage segments with Broken Matt Hardy and stuff since Jeff Hardy's injured. I'm just saying.
Woken.
This is the perfect opportunity.
Woken Matt Hardy.
Yeah,
remember he's woke.
I know what. Just buy out fucking Global Force Wrestling already, so they can just take the rights.
You know they're not even Global Force Wrestling anymore.
Oh yeah, they went back to what the fuck? They went back to TNA.
Yeah.
No. They went back to Impact. My bad. It's like they can't decide what is with the. Are they? This is literally a joke at this point. Not even WCW was this bad at their end of days. No pun intended.
It's with them because they kind of realized that it was. I guess they forgot to use the no take backsies rule.
No take back. No takesy backsies.
Because apparently the ink wasn't dry long enough for them to go. On second thought, we don't want this. And they wanted to split again.
Fucking hell, TNA. We're gonna have a whole show dedicated eventually in the next year of the rise and fall of TNA because they're about to go out of business. So next year we'll have a whole show dedicated to.
You giving it that
Like,
long?
what happened? I don't think it'll be yet. I'll give it a year. No, it probably was not. I don't know what's going on with them.
I don't even
It's
think
like they're literally on life support at this point.
I don't think they know what's going on with them. So,
And that's the real issue here.
and fans, I feel sorry for the wrestlers who stick around.
I know, because they have a decent roster. I just don't know why they fucking stay there. Do they get paid? Like, in all seriousness, like, all jokes aside with their whole pay issues, do they really
I don't
get
even know.
paid? Like, there must be something in their contract that forces them to wrestle, even if they don't get paid. And it's like, I don't know. Up next was the follow-up match for the pre-show. We talked about this earlier. Elias Sands versus Apollo Crews. Elias won again, but there seems to be something going on here because Elias was getting annoyed with Titus O'Neil back outside, so he actually kicked him in the leg, and then he fell down.
Just blatantly kicking him in the leg.
Yeah, that was funny. I did admit that was kind of funny. And Apollo Crews tried to get the upper hand, but he was able to hit that. I love Elias' finisher. That's twisted neck breaker that he has. It's like kind of like a reverse.
Yeah.
How was it called? Cody Rhodes finishing move.
Crossroads.
Yes, kind of like it's a reverse neck breaker or like a.
Also, we can't really call him Cody Rhodes anymore.
What is
he? He's just Cody now.
Whatever, I guess.
Yeah, because actually, it was because I was listening to the Jericho podcast that had Cody on there, and Cody Rhodes, he can't use Rhodes because WWE owes Rhodes. But for some reason, Brandy Rhodes, his wife, can use Rhodes.
Because I guess at the time when they trademarked it, she didn't have. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know,
but now it's like they can when they come out together, it's like here coming down, Cody and Brandy Rhodes.
So I guess that's how they get away with it. If they say and Brandy, it's not like they're both they're both emphasizing that they're both Rhodes. So I guess that's one way to get away with it. So win-win for them.
Yeah.
But yeah, Elias won, so that happened, and it seems like Titus O'Neil attacked him afterwards because he got irritated, obviously. So it seems like there's a feud going on here. I feel like this might eventually lead to Titus O'Neil betraying Apollo Crews, so he gets Elias signed on the Titus Worldwide. I don't know. I feel like there's gonna be some stupid shit like that. I hope not, but you never know in the wacky world of WWE. Up next, originally it was supposed to be Kurt Hawkins versus Braun Strowman. What we got was the actual live death of Kurt Hawkins instead. And again, it's just scary. Did you see how fast Braun was running?
It does say something because it's like, did you ever play Resident Evil 3?
No.
Okay, so Resident Evil 3 is Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. And he pretty much was fast. Like, Nemesis was a really fast person. Like, you thinking, okay, like, 'cause he chases you around the game pretty much. And it gets to a point where you're like, well, wait, how are you right here? If I'm running down the thing, you're right behind me. You're this big, giant dude with a rocket launcher carrying just whatever. Like, there were times where he'll slow down, but you turn around and boom, he's right there. Why are you so fast? But there are points where he does run the same speed as you do, pretty damn near.
Scary, like out of a scary movie.
So here we are now, Braun Strowman. It's like that man's sprinting.
Like it's just ridiculous. Kurt Hawkins was way like he went into the crowd. Braun Strowman was in the ring. Kurt Hawkins went into the crowd, right? He was halfway, like he was walking, like where the crowd was, right behind him. Next thing you know, Braun Strowman just darts outside and he just caught up to him in less than 5 seconds. Like that's ridiculous. And then that choke slam he did there on the announcers, that was brutal.
Man.
And then he did the running power slam through the LED boards, and that was it for Kurt Hawkins. Because again, Braun Strowman was pissed that he lost, and he wanted real competition. Then instead, we got Dean Ambrose versus. Wait, you can still hear me, right? I accidentally just touched my mic. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can see you.
All right. Yeah, we got Dean Ambrose versus Braun Strowman instead, which was a fairly decent match. Braun Strowman had to win this one just to get his win back. Dean Ambrose was able to afford to lose this one since he won at No Mercy. But again, I joked on Twitter. I feel like this is just gonna, because with Seth Rollins announcing that he wants to face Braun Strowman next week, I feel like I swear to God, it might happen 2 weeks from now. Raw tag team titles: Braun Strowman versus Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. And he just went. I swear to God.
I don't.
He's gonna be the first person to win the tag team titles by himself.
I mean,
imagine if they did that.
I don't. That'd be scary, but I don't think they're gonna do that.
Yeah, I know. We'll be on uncharted territory at that point. Has that ever happened before?
Not that I know of.
When one superstar won the tag team titles?
Not that I know of.
The only time that happened, ironically, was in WWE 12, I think, when Sheamus had every single title.
Yeah.
In that Mania thing. But yeah, we'll be reaching some uncharted territory. But hey, whatever. This is a new day, UE. Next up we had Alexa Bliss. She came out, and for those you did watch. Did you watch Raw Talk?
Actually, I didn't.
Well, thank God you didn't, because all it was just 20 minutes of Cena jerking off Roman Reigns. It was.
I imagine.
And it was just like, really, Cena? Really? Even you were in on it too, just jerking him. Oh, God.
Well, it was pretty much the fact of him like, just give me the money.
Right, and they had to know what it looked like, and my brothers did it perfectly. It looked like we're seeing, like when Cena was talking, he was looking like just straight. He wasn't looking at anybody. He was just looking as if he was looking at Vince, and Vince had a lighter next to one of his suits, like forced him to say this stuff, and it was just so BS. Like, you was just talking all this bad shit about, oh, now I respect him. He's one of the best people I ever worked with. He's the future. Like, shut the fuck up, Steve.
Roman Reigns has the best line.
It was just him, like literally 20 minutes, just him jerking. And if people ever want to see somebody jerking off someone for a long period of time, just watch that video. That's literally what it is. But yeah, Alexa Bliss came out. For the reason I mentioned Raw Talk in the first place was she was talking a lot of shit about Mickie James, because Renee Young brought up the fact that, hey, one of the people that were in the match with Mickie James, she said, so who cares? She's nobody. And Mickie James actually listened to Raw Talk, and she came out and she confronted her about it, basically saying again, they never actually fought each other before. Yet. You know, she came back on SmackDown when they were both on SmackDown Live. They actually never fought each other before. So she was saying how she can easily just take the title away from her and whatnot. So they had a conversation. She basically told her, just say all the stuff you said on Raw Talk, say it to my face. She wouldn't do it until the very end. And what happened after that? Oh yeah, she did her mid kick on her, the spinning kick, and yeah, I feel like now we know the direction of this feud, which is Mickey James, which is a nice change of pace. Not one of the top. I'm not saying Mickey James isn't a top female star by any means, but let's face it, obviously the main stars for the women are Alexa Bliss, Sasha, and Bayley for the Raw roster. So it's a nice change of pace seeing Mickey James fighting Alexa. That's why I said it's confusing if she actually who's going to face Asuka then. You see the issue with that? And if this is the feud that they're going with, who the hell is going to face Asuka?
Well, TLC is not to what?
Well, it's 4 weeks away. It's at the end of October. I know
If
seems like it's
if
so
anything, if anything, they might have that match early. Maybe not this Monday. Maybe next
I can see
Monday.
it like 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, and then she'll say she beat everybody, and then Asuka.
I see. I thought you were
Because
say she beat everybody.
the thing is that I don't know what match they're gonna put. I mean, they might give her a different match. They might have her like face somebody else, but I don't. For all pay per views, they only have one women's match.
Exactly.
SmackDown usually has two.
No, they had. Well, remember, Women's Champion. They had 3 women's matches. That was the first. That was the first time ever 3 women matches on a pay per view.
Yeah, but Raw usually has one.
Isn't it sad how the women are more respected on SmackDown than they are on Raw?
Yeah.
Like again, first ever women's Money in the Bank match. Like women be getting 2 pay per view matches on the show. That's insane. Raw literally only gets one. That's sad.
Yeah, so I don't necessarily see unless they're gonna put unless Alexa Bliss gets the night off, and then they have Oscar versus random wrestler who's going to die.
A jobber.
It did. And
I
then
could see her facing Sasha.
no,
Not yet.
not yet. She
Maybe
will.
Bayley just
No.
for old time's sake. Bayley
Nah.
again.
Nah.
Again.
Not. I mean, like I said, they'll get their comeuppance with her. If anything, might be Oscar versus Emma.
I don't want to see that again because I feel like
since,
they could do something with it.
Well, being the fact since Emma has been talking a lot of shit.
Or they could throw a curve. I mean, would you be shocked if they did that and Emma actually beats Asuka?
Okay, first off,
they could throw a curveball at us.
First off,
hey, we live in a world where Jinder Mahal is Dairy champion.
Yes, but we also live in a world where Asuka is the undefeated women's wrestler in the WWE history right now.
I know.
The fact that she left, and it's the fact that they told her to get out in the nicest way possible. Okay, like I mean, she had a collarbone injury, but they still told her, "You gotta go. You beat everyone. You beat
person."
Like that, you gotta.
I mean, like, yeah, like I know wrestlers say like they beat every single superstar here. No, Asuka can literally say with 100% certainty she's beaten every single woman in NXT.
So. Like you hit, I mean, you beat everyone. That they pretty much told you to get out.
And you're right. It's just. Yeah, sad. So we'll see. I have my money. I mean, you might not think so. I think it might be Sasha just because they clearly doesn't like Sasha Banks for whatever reason.
Well, it's not necessarily. It's not necessarily the fact of
won the title at SummerSlam. The whole point was like Sasha could never successfully defend the women's title, and she literally proved her right. That's how much. And I know the caveat was she was never meant to have the title in the fucking first place. Yes, I know, but still.
No, so my thing is that he I'm sorry, I was just reading something. Emma a couple weeks ago was stating that she started the women's revolution.
Yep.
And we proved that that's not true or whatever. So, or she's the women's revolution thing. So she's been running her mouth. So who's the best person to shut her up?
Oh, that's good. And you're right. But I personally think they're doing something different with them, which leads into when I was talking about the other women when they had their tag team match. I feel like they're doing something a little bit different with them, especially with the whole Oscar. I mean, I said Oscar, Bailey and Sasha backstage segment, and like they weren't even talking to each other at first because she was again. Why don't they just turn Sasha Banks heel already? I don't get that.
I don't. At this point, I don't care if she turned face or heel.
I don't think it matters anymore.
Yeah, I don't think it matters.
There's a story it doesn't. Imagine they turn Bailey heel though. I was expecting that at No Mercy at least.
Nah,
I was.
happy. I can't imagine heel Bailey at all. At all.
Hey, sometimes it has to work. We move on to Seth Rollins versus Shane, which again, Seth Rollins is kind of a dick. He was making he was making fun of Cesaro when he was coming out. He was like, "Where's your team?"
Also, speak in some news. I just saw this on Twitter. Somebody I don't follow him, but somebody had retweeted it. Sheamus has said that right now Cesaro is actually wrestling again.
Really?
Yes, he wrestled at a house show. Hold on, at a house show at Grand Folks 24 hours ago. He actually made the joke and that he said. Actually, I'll screenshot I'll screen share it. Give me a second. So he did this right here. He made the joke. 007 is now his own nemesis. Jaws. No holding WWE Cesaro back. This was 24 hours ago. And if you look closely, I can't zoom in. But if you look closely, it looks like Cesaro is now wearing a mouth guard.
Which makes sense. Hey, that is funny. Huh. Well, I'm glad he's wrestling because now we'll see. I mean, where does this lead everybody though? I mean, Cesaro and Sheamus got their rematch. Where does this lead everybody?
That is a good question. Now, actually, you know what? Now that you think about it, if this, okay, so pretty much one of the things that we kind of forgot to mention was the fact that going all the way back to the first segment, back in Miz TV, the Miz was pretty much saying how the Shield wasn't really nothing, and that if
The Miz
if the Miztourage could beat the Shield, if the Miztourage was together a couple of years around the same time and everything, blah blah blah. This has been circulating of the fact of there's been circulating around the fact of the rumors that there is a Shield reunion coming and everything, and it's actually been, it's been coming true, as you can see, as we'll talk about later on as well. So, with that said, as we all see, it's probably going to be the Miz Taraj versus Shield. I will probably say around TLC or whatever. So with that said,
is Survivor Series still Raw versus SmackDown?
I don't even know what they're doing for Survivor Series right now.
I feel like that should be an annual thing. I did like that though.
Raw. Yeah, true, but
they fight each other.
But the point I was going to make is this: if that's the route that they're going to go, then the tag team title thing might be put on hold, or or
I
the
guess you're right in that sense. You are right because I guess there'll be two factions against each other, basically.
yes,
Yes,
or
about that.
it could actually be the Mistrage with here's a scenario. Think of it like this:
Hmm.
the Mistrage, Kurt Axel,
Oh,
and Bo beating Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. Now you have the Miz as the Intercontinental Champion and the Mistrage as the Tag Team Champions.
and they do like a winner take all match.
I
At
won't
some,
necessarily say winner take all because we haven't had those kind of matches in a while.
I know
But I'm just saying to buff up the
the match, and you're right because again, the Shield doesn't really need any titles going into a match like this.
yeah, but to buff up the
Mr. Roger Lee, because again, in terms of credibility, can we really expect Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins to lose against Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas?
clean
That
no.
and that's the point. So it's like, yeah, them getting the title make it seem like they're a threat. So it would be better for them to get the titles. Yes, you are right about that. So we will definitely see the result of that. Hopefully soon, because that was actually the next thing we were going to talk about. Roman Reigns versus The Miz. I mean, you already alluded to this earlier. Roman Reigns did win the match. However, Miz did get the last laugh as both Bo Dallas and Kurt Angle attacked him with chairs. And again, they really did a number on him. And Miz was able to do Skullcrest finale on him. And then he came back in again because we thought he was leaving. And then he did Skullcrest finale on the chair. And then Miz, Curtis Axel, and Bo Dallas, they all did the shield pose.
Yeah.
So,
Which brings up everything that I was saying.
exactly.
But like I said, like I kind of feel like that the possibility of maybe something down the line of the Mistrage versus the Miz versus the two Shield members, and maybe they might win, maybe they won't win. Who knows? But I see that sometime down the line. But if that doesn't happen, then what I do see is the nothing's going to happen with the tag titles right now because they're focusing on the Shield thing.
And you're right. And you're right. That would make the most sense because why would they be focusing on two different stories at the same time? They're focusing on a major one, which obviously still. Because again, TLC pay per view. Brock Lesnar's not there, so what the hell is going to be the main event? And in that aspect, you're right. So
Yeah.
we will definitely see. Up next, we have Finn Balor versus Goldust because Goldust decided to turn heel again. Uh, there was that. Nothing really.
That happened. But
Yeah.
no, but you did tell me that something happened after the match. Like I said, I went to the
Finn Balor
bathroom.
won. Bray Wyatt thing happened, and all we heard was this kid singing. He has the whole world in his hands, and Finn Balor just looking around in shock. So it's not over, people. This horse still got some kick like in him. He's not dead. He's being a dead horse at this point.
Forever. Forever.
We're out.
You're in this feud. Forever.
And I mean, it seems like it's never gonna end. Like, holy shit, how does this end now? A TLC match, chairs match,
It ends when Bray Wyatt.
wins.
No, actually, it ends when Finn Balor puts a wooden stake in the heart of Bray Wyatt.
That's where it ends.
That's when it ends.
I guess. Up next we have Bailey and Sasha versus Nia and Emma. Nothing really. I mean, I thought something big was gonna happen after the match, but no.
No, just two best friends hugging.
I feel like this might eventually lead up to Paige's return, and she teams up with Emma, so they'll have Bailey and Sasha versus Paige and Emma.
I won't necessarily say that. I kind of feel like that. I feel like um. All right, so I gotta say this.
Mhm.
I kind of feel like that Paige is not because all right for those who probably don't know, Paige is actually
Cleared.
clear. Well, yeah, she's actually back in the WWE Performance Center after many months of being what she was doing. Let's not bring up the past. I don't think she's going up with Del Rio anymore.
Now, interesting. Why did you say that? I didn't. But
I because well,
oh, you'll see her posting about Ronaldo on Twitter.
hold
That's
on.
what,
Let me go to Paige's WWE thing.
and no, and you're right. I don't. I haven't noticed. She has been posting about Alberto recently.
Yeah, one she hasn't really posted about her, but also I kind of feel like that the reason why Paige wasn't in the WWE was because of him. Because
And you're right. That's,
because remember she kind of left the WWE around the same time he left the WWE.
because they did that secret party where they all got fucking policy violation.
And everything. Yeah, so she was already or better yet, she was already gone, but then he left right afterwards. But then she was past the whole 30-day thing. She tried to fake like an injury or whatever, blah blah blah, and
Mm.
everything. But like I said, I don't think that she is going out with Del Rio anymore. I might be wrong, but
Well, I mean, the last time it was any reference of her,
well,
her,
actually, hold on. So
her
I can't read
September.
Spanish.
It was on September 20th.
Okay, I won't have past that because the last thing I look at on Twitter was September 13th. September 20th.
Well, no, she retweeted what he said. So
September 20th.
that was the last thing on social media in regards to
It
Paige.
was something about Sin Cara.
Yeah, something like that. She retweeted. So
But anyway, it's like, I mean, maybe she's still going out with her. I'm not quite sure. But I
well,
feel
Becky
like,
made her not to go out with him anymore. That's what happened.
yeah, something is going on to a point from where now Paige is back into the Performance Center in WWE. Now, I don't think that she's going to be coming back to TV next. Well, I would say next month because tomorrow is October. I don't see her coming back that early because it's going to be kind of hard to just write her in right now, especially where they're focusing on Paige. We're not Paige. They're focusing on Oscar
But
right now.
say that who it is though. It might be Paige.
Well, no, I'm saying, but hear what I'm saying though. Right now, I mean, okay, so this all this probably would have worked if Oscar wasn't coming in. But think of it like this: she said that she haven't beaten everybody. That Alexa Bliss hasn't beaten everybody in the locker room because she has to beat Mickey James. She beats Mickey James.
Mm.
Okay, now the thing is that all right, well, who's left? That's when Oscar comes in. But if Oscar didn't come in, that's when Paige would have been better for her to come in.
And you're right.
But,
You're
but
right.
like I said, right now it seems like everything is focusing with Paige. I mean, I keep calling her Paige. Everything is focusing on Oscar. So Oscar will be better off on this storyline than Paige. I don't think Paige is going to Raw because the fact of um because of the fact of now that everything's focusing on Oscar, you're probably gonna keep it like that. And I feel like that maybe now she might return to SmackDown.
I mean, but who can she feud with? Becky, maybe.
Well, you have Becky, you have
Naomi.
Charlotte, you
Yeah, I
have
mean, there's a wide variety of people.
Carmella, and then that's not saying that SmackDown's women's division is weak, But
No,
like I said,
their women's division is actually treated 10
yeah,
times better than the Raw women's division.
yeah. But like I said, the fact that right now Raw thing is focusing on Oscar, you're probably going to see more of Oscar if anything. And then that would be, and then if you put Paige into that mix with Oscar, she's going to be um she's
Barry.
going to, yeah, not buried, but she's just going to be in the back burner because everyone is going to have their sights set on Oscar.
And no, and you're absolutely right. So yeah, no, you're right. Maybe Paige coming back would be the best thing for her was the fact that Oscar is literally about to come to Raw at the TLC pay per view. So we'll see what happens there. And to cap off Raw, we have, in my personal opinion, arguably probably the best night and one of the best endings of Raw since, for me at least, since Samoa Joe debuted,
And injured Seth
and probably
Rollins.
yeah, and the probably arguably the best moment for the cruiserweights thus far, and all because of just how the story played out. Enzo Amore came out. First of all, again, the cruiserweights for the first time in history, the cruiserweights main event is Raw. By Enzo Amore coming out having his championship celebration. Now, before the celebration, Enzo Amore went to Kurt Angle and said, "Hey, man, look, I know the Cruisers are gonna be after me. I want a no contact clause, meaning that if Neville or any of the cruiserweights touch me, they will forfeit their shot at this title." Kurt Angle agreed. Enzo Amore comes out. He does his Enzo thing, talking incoherently. I'm sorry to think him Booker T, but yeah. Then he said, and what pissed you off too? He said he made 205 Live relevant. And it's like,
I almost turned off there.
and it's like, no, you didn't. But yeah. And then with the exception of Neville, with the entire cruiserweight division came out and just stood up there, and then he was just making fun of everybody. And then Neville looks like such a badass when I
He
don't know.
remind okay, I seem like I do this all the time, but Neville reminded me of Dangerous Zombie from Etsy. I don't know if you saw Etsy.
No, I haven't watched it yet.
It's a good series,
I might
but
have time to now since I'm moving shifts, so I work at night, so
um, there was a certain comic writer in Etsy, a certain game. It was called Dangerous Zombie. The Dangerous Zombie is pretty much I'm just doing whatever, and he pretty much was a badass.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And that was just like him like looking distraught, like he haven't slept for days. Only been one day because Enzo Amore is a cruiserweight champion, and he just couldn't believe it. And again, they were both speaking truth on both ends. Neville saying again, you came up to the main roster with great like whatever promise, and next thing you know, 2 years later, you're just dumped onto our doorstep. Because nobody wants you here. And it's like again, he didn't want him in the division, but everybody else wanted to give him a chance. And look how look how he repays them. And Zamore again brought up again when Neville was gonna get in the ring and just attack him. He said, "I have no compete clause." And he brought up a good point. Wait a second. Again, the cruiserweights are in the main event of the show. When he was champion, he never even touched this hour. And it's like he's kind of right, but yeah, I mean they brought up true. And the defining moment for me was like again at the end when now Enzo kept saying, "Look, you can't touch me. If you touch me, you will never get a shot at this." Neville threw that away. He did not care. Him being disrespected meant more than his cruiserweight title. His honor meant more than the championship itself, and that's how he turned face. He didn't care that forfeit his shot. He wanted to bring the honor back to him and the rest of the cruiserweights. Because despite him not liking him, he at least he respects everybody there. So he attacked Enzo, and he did the Red Arrow. That was the best Red Arrow he ever did.
Yeah.
Hands down, he hit it. And he stood like that. That was the best Red Arrow he has ever hit on there. And so Enzo, I mean, so now before this shot, as of right now, we don't know what's gonna happen. Well, 205 Live kind of revealed what happens there, but what you call it? After Raw went off the air, Enzo again, as he thought he was done, Braun Strowman came out, and for whatever reason, he had his sights on Enzo, and he attacked him. Did a running power slam. He just gave him all to cruiserweights, and one by one, cruiserweights all had their turn with him. I really thought Enzo was gonna die. It looked like a mugging. It really did. I mean, you posted a picture on Twitter of his face.
Yeah, it was the best.
And he hit the running knee on him. So yeah, that was Monday Night Raw. I feel like that was the best. It really showed that again with Enzo Amore being cruiserweight division, it actually matters now. So yeah, whether you like him or hate him, Enzo is bringing attention to the cruiserweight division. So that's only a good thing. Because again, I love the cruiserweights. I always wish that they would succeed. So this was an example of that. And yeah, that was Monday Night Raw. I thought overall it was fine. We had some. Overall, I thought this was actually there was not really a bad. I don't think it was really a bad thing overall, in my personal opinion. But yeah, minus the fact that Roman Reigns gets Intercontinental title match next week. So I mean, any predictions on that? Final predictions for that? Who you think's gonna win?
I don't think Roman's winning, to be honest. I think he might end in DQ.
I say the Miz wins because the Miz Taraj. I hope they actually give Miz the win and make Roman gets pinned. But
if Roman wins, then I think if Roman wins, it's going to be a DQ.
yeah,
And if that happens, then I think, depending on how Seth feels after his match with Braun Strowman, he might come out.
Yeah, so we will definitely see. All right, guys, we're gonna take like a 10-minute break.
And yeah, I got to use the bathroom.
I know, and then we'll just do our speed run through the rest of the week for wrestling with Smackdown, NXT, and 205 Live. So, all right, guys, be right back.
All right.
All right, guys, I'm back. We'll just wait for Ron, and we will be good to go.
I'm always just sitting right here. I've been back. I've just been watching YouTube videos and stuff.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was just eating a burger.
Uh,
Kind of hungry. Because I hated I got off of work. I was supposed to get off of work. See, I hate Saturdays. I was supposed to get off of work at 3. I know get off work at 5 because somebody called out. When I get off of work at 3, those are like my 3 hours to take a nap. But I'm wide awake, so it's just I hate and I don't get my naps in. I need my naps. But yeah, so we're talking about SmackDown, and it was an interesting one to say the least. I wish the Fashion Files was on it, but we have to wait next week for that. But
I'm actually surprised about seeing Fast and Furious because I thought they were like done with that, but
no, and that's a money thing for them. Like they know there's potential in it. They just have to. They just have to do. They might as well just turn into a network show. Imagine
yeah,
being a
true.
network show.
But also, apparently, I just read that speaking of them, apparently after Hell in a Cell,
Mm-hmm.
they're going to try to go for the tag belts.
I have no problem with that. They should have won them at fucking Backlash. Yes. Fucking yes. And I hope it's against the New Day. No, I'd rather be against the Usos so they can prove that they can beat them. The Uggos, as he likes to call them.
Yeah.
Day one is H. Best line ever. Yeah, day one is
A1
H.
is H.
Oh my god. But yeah, Kevin Owens, he kicked off SmackDown Live. Talk about how Shane McMahon, he called him a coward. He said, no, you're the coward for letting your father basically get beaten up like that. And he didn't show up. He said he actually respects Mr. McMahon so much so that he even told Shane, he was like, Shane, if I was going to do that to someone that I respect, imagine what I'm going to do to you. So Sami Zayn came out, and Sami Zayn probably cut one of the best promos he cut in a while. Saying that all,
really.
because Kevin, true here, that's true. Kevin Owens pointing out again, what the hell has he done the 2 years that he's been here on the main roster or in the WWE period? Kevin Owens became NXT champion within his first month here in WWE period. He
Beat him, by the way.
Yep, exactly. He became the Intercontinental champion. He became United States champion. He became the Universal champion. What has Sami Zayn done on the main roster? He has won no titles. And it's like, yeah, you know what? You're right. But he
Well,
said,
if anything, how I would have counteract with that, I'd be Braun Strowman.
which is true. He did
I mean,
technically.
technically, he won. He survived. No, that's why I would say I survived Braun Strowman.
Yeah. That could be accolade. Yeah, that very well could be accolade.
Because really, when you kind of think about it,
Nobody's really beating Braun Strowman.
no, and also, well, no, there's two. Remember, there's like what, two people who kind of be. Hold on, I gotta look at this because I know we're going backwards here, but Braun Strowman's win-loss record.
Now, are we talking about post draft or in general?
In general. Okay, because
I don't think probably yeah, but even like when he first debuted, I don't think he actually lost a match. Granted, he never really wrestled.
But all right, so Braun Strowman, when he became single.
When he became a singles wrestler.
Yeah. Okay. So hold on.
In that case, he lost twice. He lost 3 times.
Yeah. When hold on. I'm trying to think.
He lost against Kalisto in a dumpster match.
Yes.
That was a thing. He lost to Sami Zayn because he didn't beat him in the 10-minute time limit. He lost against Roman Reigns at Fastlane. Nobody remembers that. That's off the record book. That never happened. He just lost to Brock Lesnar. Other than that, that's it.
Because I'm looking at his win-loss records, and
he lost 4 times.
all right, so
He only lost 4 times.
If you don't count the
dumpster match.
No, if you don't count the dark matches.
Well, dark matches don't count unless WWE acknowledges it.
Well, no, that's why I'm looking at in this website. I'm trying to think, like, most of his matches have ended with DQ.
Oh, yeah.
Most of his matches have ended, or like he lost, but it was dark matches with DQ. Most of his televised match, he's won. The only one that he's lost was what was the other two?
What?
What was the two that you mentioned, or the match that the three that you mentioned? Yeah.
Roman Reigns at Fastlane.
Well, okay, hold on. Actually, I have it right here.
Okay.
If you don't count, because you can't necessarily count the dark matches, but this website is counting the dark matches. So he is.
I got a win-loss record is a win-loss record.
Yeah, so. He has 118 wins and 82 losses. 75% of those 75 wins by pinfall, 58 losses by pinfall, 26 submission. Wow, 26 submission. He won by 26 per submission. With what move?
The barrel.
He said, "I quit." 3 losses with submission. Who actually submitted him? Is a good question. 1 by count out, 1 loss by count out. 5 wins by disqualification, 14 losses by disqualification. And others are 11 wins. Like others, I don't know what you classify as others, but 11 and 6 losses.
Like no contest.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, so he has 118 to 82. And maybe some of those 82 might actually be with the Wyatt family.
That's what I'm starting to think. That I wouldn't be shocked he was in like 6-man tags and stuff, and he took the pinfall. I wouldn't have been shocked. Because obviously the Braun Strowman we got now is not the same Braun Strowman that was in the Wyatt family.
Yeah.
So, that would make sense to a point. But yeah. So Sami Zayn could add that to his accolade, though. But he did say again, when it's my time, it will be my time. And I'll do it the right way. When he will get his time when he becomes world champion. And then they were about to fight there. Dan Bryan said, no, we'll be fighting later. And Shane McMahon will be here later. He didn't know if he was going to be here tonight, but that was going to be a bad thing for Kevin Owens.
Forever.
Yeah. But fight forever. I mean, Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens in the main event of SmackDown. First time SmackDown. I have no problem with these two ever fighting because the story is just there. And something about these two that they could just keep fighting and fighting and fighting. Because they got that little thing in the beginning. They always do it. It's so perfect.
Yeah, it does seem like to the fact of like when they fight, it's all right. So the difference between someone like Orton and Cena, or Orton and Sheamus, or I'm trying to think of many people who face each other. So many, Miz and Dolph Ziggler, Miz and Dean Ambrose, like stuff like that. Is these two have faced each other in the Indies? They're pretty much friends. They're not. They haven't necessarily been WWE eyes. That's not a word, but you can see how I'm doing hyphen. WWE eyes, meaning they didn't train under the WWE belt. They knew each other. They grew up with each other. They've been friends, so they know exactly what is it they like, what is it they don't like, what moves that they like doing. Like when you do wrestling and stuff like that, and you do these type of matches, you talk to the person before your match. Like when they set up your matches, all right, let's peek behind the scenes. So when you do your matches, when someone so that's why this is the match that we're going to have tonight. We're going to have such and such go against such and such. We have this match versus that match. We have that match versus that match, etc., etc. So what they do is you find the person you're going to wrestle, and then you talk it out. You do, okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to do this spot here. We're going to do that spot here. We're going to tie each other here. Then some part of the match you're going to like stuff like that. That's how they start choreographing the match. They talk it out. Most people think they just go in right there and they talk in the middle of the match. That's not how it happens. Usually, or sometimes it does happen. That's not how it happens all the time. They usually talk it out backstage first, beforehand, and then they work it out. And then when it's like calling the spots, it's pretty much saying, "All right, this is the spot we're going to do. Remember, we talked about this. Let's do this spot right now." Okay, that's what they do backstage. The difference between those people that I mentioned and Owens and Sami Zayn is these people, yeah, they know each other through WWE. Okay, like and stuff like that. Like that's how they know each other. That's how far the history goes. Is in the WWE, either in the developments or just in WWE brand.
Well, an
Zayn,
interesting note. No, I'm saying interesting to speak on that is that when they were feuding NXT, that was the first feud in WWE history that did not start in WWE.
Exactly, so that right there is pretty much what I mean when I say these two has been wrestling each other for years, so they know each other, and they know what they can do. They know their limit. They know exactly everything that it is with each other. That's why the chemistry between those two work. And that's why, yeah, I can sit there and say that, oh man, they're going to keep fighting and fighting forever. But every single match that they have or they had is never boring. It seems like it's always something new with them. They always pouring out something. Either Owens, I mean, yes, Owens is always going to be the bad guy in this because he's a little bigger, whatever. But he doesn't always. He can match up with Zayn. Let's say it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Versus Zayn always being the underdog, but he can also have the possibility of beating Kevin Owens and vice versa.
Exactly.
So that's why
I could very well see that one day happening at WrestleMania. Kevin Owens is the world champion.
It's going to happen one day. It's going to happen one day.
Yep. And he will get his day. I like that promo that he cut. My time will come.
Hey, you never know. That might be used for a soundbite one day.
And you're right. And we would just have to see if this is his time. I hope so. I'm not saying it'll be at this WrestleMania. That would be ridiculous. Well, I mean, it's not out of the realm possibilities. I mean,
you have time, but nah.
This
but then again, at the same time, it seemed like that the most talk that they have for WrestleMania right now.
Roman Reigns versus fucking Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, but not just that. It just seems like that they have more. They have more time. Or they spend more time on Raw's roster and not even talked about SmackDown.
That's their A show. That's why.
Something I
noticed. Despite the fact that SmackDown arguably is sometimes, but the first year of the brand split, SmackDown was hands down the better show. Now it's obvious that they're trying to make Raw a better show than SmackDown. I feel like they gave Jinder Mahal the title on purpose. They knew what they were doing. I
wouldn't go that far, but still.
Yes, they did. They made sure, hey, this is where Raw's where the real champion is. They did that on purpose.
The world champion that's barely there.
Exactly. Yeah. Why not?
This is where the world champion is. Where?
Not
Somewhere.
here, right? It's fucking ridiculous. We live in. I know your world champion doesn't even appear half the fucking time on the goddamn roster, and it's ridiculous. Effing ridiculous. But yeah, Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens.
What's are you typing something or?
Yeah, I'll try to click through these pages. Jesus,
Oh, okay.
but yeah. Up next we have Baron Corbin versus Ty Dillinger. I fairly enjoyed this match somewhat. Two of my favorite wrestlers going at it, which was fine. I thought they was gonna go to triple threat route at Hell in a Cell. I was wrong. First off, Baron Corbin, he has lyrics. What is what they we now
Yeah,
added?
you know what? Yeah, I wanted to talk about that.
Yeah, let's talk about that. I thought everyone who knows that Seth Rollins, get ready. Dean Ambrose is gonna have lyrics to his songs now.
No, you can't. I don't. You
Yes.
can't put lyrics to Dean Ambrose's song.
This is the
He's coming down the road. It doesn't. No, no, you can't. He
Oh
has to
my
have.
god!
No, you can't. Not that song. Not
I
that.
know. No, they're gonna add Roman Reigns as the. Ooh, I already got the lyrics for it. Somebody had it on YouTube. I already got the lyrics for it. Oh,
Well, the one that goes Roman Reigns coming
yes, mine. It's
down
already they already
the
made it for him. See,
Roman.
David doesn't have to try. They didn't even have to try. They already have it for him right there. It fits perfectly. Yeah. So what is with what are your thoughts on recently adding lyrics?
I don't. I guess to try to make it better.
Yep. I guess. I don't know because they did it with Jason Jordan.
Yeah.
They did it with Corbin. They already did it with Seth. We'll see who's next on the list. They're gonna you know who they're gonna do it with next? They're gonna do it Rusev. Just because this I am Rusev.
Actually, there is someone on YouTube. I remember hearing this. I was joking around with friends. Someone made a trap version of Rusev's themes. So like trap music, like dun 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 dun. And actually, not. I barely listen to that much rap music as is, especially newer rap music, but that actually works.
Oh my god, I can imagine. Jesus Christ. But yeah, Corbin won because he threw Ty Dillinger in front of AJ Styles. He was able to make it past 10 count. Ty Dillinger couldn't. Afterwards, Baron Corbin cut a promo and said he's not going to take any shortcuts. He will be AJ Styles for United States Championships on the match made official at Hell in a Cell. AJ Styles versus Corbin for the United States title. I thought they was gonna go to triple threat route. Would have been nice, but hey, Corbin versus Styles.
Well, we got a couple of weeks. I have a feeling.
Yeah, so we'll actually no, we only got 1 week. This is it.
Well, I feel like that this might actually be it. Yeah, that he might actually be added in. Because then what's the point?
Exactly. Well, to be fair, what was the point of Gallows and Anderson being part of Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins versus Cesaro and Sheamus feud?
Well, they only did that because of what's his face.
What?
Of
the revival.
No, yeah, because the revival not being there, so you kind of had something to
do.
Kind of, yeah, they put them doing something. It's like, just put them on TV because it's not their fault.
Well, you're right. So, but still, just whatever, man. And then we had the modern day Maharaja, Jinder Mahal, come out try to explain himself with the comments that he had last week, which was basically a racist promo. So he tried to explain himself, and he still waited for the Shinsuke. I don't know how the fuck Shinsuke Nakamura did that. How was he able to stand still for that?
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna tell you this now. And I hate to kind of bring this up, but do you remember the mannequin challenge?
Oh yeah. Fucking hell, that.
Yeah, remember that was a thing, folks. That.
Yeah. Jesus
So,
Christ, yeah.
and that everybody was doing it. Well, including when I say everybody, it actually includes the WWE, the NXT locker room
Yeah,
at the training center,
I do
and it was
remember
actually
that. I do remember
yes,
that.
and Sasuke Nakamura
He had the bad.
was yeah, he had the badass one. I think he was doing his
His
yellow.
entrance. Yeah, he was on stage. Yeah.
Yeah, so he can do it. His shown. We would say, hey, remember that thing you did with back in the where'd you come? Do that again.
And he did it. Yeah, it was actually it was pretty cool. So I would give them that. And just get Nakamura came out. He attacked all three of them. He was able to finally able to hit the King Sauce on Jinder Mahal. Because at Hell in a Cell, and it won't be inside the cell. It'll be, again, it's a missed opportunity because the Singh brothers. The whole point is the Singh brothers won't be able to interfere if it's inside the cell. It'll be
I
Jinder
feel
Mahal
like
versus.
I feel like I mean you never know. We do have a
Oh
week
yeah, we
left.
have one more week. This is the last SmackDown. They can say, you know what, fuck it's in the cell because they did it. They did it with the I'm about to bring up the next segment, but yeah. So I mean, anything's possible. I hope it is in the cell because it just makes sense. It makes sense. Like the Singh brothers can't now. Jinder Mahal literally has to do this all on his own. Can he actually be Shinsuke Nakamura? So yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens there. Up next was the Usos versus the Hype Bros, what I just alluded to. Quick, really jobber match for the Hype Bros. The main story was after match on New Day. The New Day. I love how the New Day was in the crowd just eating popcorn. You see how Kofi was dancing to his song. Yeah,
Yeah.
and the other people do say they added lyrics to his song, but at least they sung their lyrics.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I love how Big E just randomly had a microphone in the popcorn.
That killed me.
Yeah, it was like, wait, what?
Just
He
excuse me for a
just
second.
grabbed it and just gave it to why did you have a microphone in your popcorn? Almost as if you knew you were gonna have to talk, but hey, yeah. They will say, yeah, no, at Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, we just don't want to beat you at Hell in a Cell. We want to beat you inside Hell in a Cell. So it's official. For the first time ever, the tag team championships will be defended in a Hell in a Cell match. And what better two teams than the Usos versus the New Day? Are you excited for this?
Yes, I am. But my question is, so is it going to be through two? Is one of them going to
That's
be
the
outside of
good
the cage?
question. There's a possibility because remember the Elimination Chamber, the first ever tag team Elimination Chamber match.
Yeah.
All three members of the New Day were allowed in the match, so it's not out of the realm of possibility, but more than likely it will just be two of them. We just don't know. I think it might be Big E and Kofi, unless Xavier Woods is 100%. I don't know. I legit don't know. We had probably arguably the best promo segment on SmackDown, Rusev Day. That shit to me was freaking hilarious. It was trending. Rusev Day. Aiden English, he was good. I do like to see, despite SmackDown being the show, at least they care enough about all their people on the roster trying to push them and make them to somebody. Like again, Ada English, he's part of Villains. Obviously, that didn't work out. Simon Gotch being released, so he's doing his own thing. It's somewhat working. So it's just nice for him to see him in a major segment. And again, Raynor literally did an RKO out of nowhere. I did not see him coming at all.
Yes, the way that camera was angled.
It was perfect. Where the fuck did he come from? He fucking came out of nowhere. And then that deadly RKO with fucking Rusev.
Yeah, Rusev.
I thought he died.
Rusev needs to learn how to take face bumps.
Yeah,
Especially if you're going to take an RKO, because he looks because the way he goes down is like like you're supposed to go flat down, and it looks like he's like going like I'm trying to I can't really explain it. It looks bad, not bad.
It was bad.
No, not saying it looks bad as in like it just doesn't look good. I mean, it looks bad. Like he could injure himself trying to go down like that. Like you know who had a bad. All right, so when it comes to RKO's, one of the worst people to take RKO's at my top three. At number three, I would say Rob Van Dam because Rob Van Dam, the
Yeah, I
way he
remember that.
because I mean I understand he does it for the theatrics, but that just looks like it hurts. When you sit there and you just fall down, like the way he falls down and everything is like. Also, you're supposed to be. I had that finish, not the RKO, but I had the a cutter as a finishing move when I was training. Okay, so you're supposed to fall down. You're supposed to be cushioned on the arm and the mats at the same time. So you're coming down at the same time like that, in that thing. Um, you the way you come down like that, it kind of it you fall head first like that, it just doesn't look good, and it could hurt your neck. Okay.
Yeah,
Then number two,
the Kofi.
number two, number two, and number one, I would just say Kane and Undertaker. But
Oh, take it.
yeah, because they both fall like um
Knees
like
first.
knees, not knees first. They both fall on your side. Like the RKO is a face bump. They fall like to the side like that, so they won't fall on your face.
Mm. No, no,
Yeah,
you're right. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I remember the SummerSlam match Reno versus Undertaker had. Yeah, he always fell on the side.
yeah.
That's when he won. Yeah,
It's same thing with Kane. He always falls on his side.
because they're old, man. Everyone's like, nah, fuck that.
I mean, yeah, yeah. I mean, look, I'm not expecting them to do
I
anything,
know.
but at the same time, it's like,
No, no,
uh,
I do get your point though. It's like, yeah, they should just take it correctly. They don't want to really get hurt. Yeah, no, no, I get you, and I get your point. I would never want to take it get hurt. But yeah, so I do get your point. It's just yeah, that Rusev one, he needs to probably talk to some people how to actually take it because that was ridiculous. That was like the most nastiest RKO I've seen. It was almost like a yeah, it was a diamond. It was like a mix of a diamond cutter with like a stunner.
yeah. But
It
like I
was
said, like
like
if you can't, you gotta be real careful if you're gonna do something like that. Because if you fall down on your
oh,
face,
yeah,
you
you're
know
kind
that,
of
yeah. Because like I said, it's what you're supposed to be cushioned.
that's the whole point. Yeah.
Okay, and
We had Charlotte versus Carmella. Nothing too noteworthy here except for yeah when Natalia said she's glad Bret Hart. I mean, I said Bret Hart. Ric Flair is okay. So
you
she.
know it's it's
Oh yeah, speaking of Ric Flair, did you read about his recent comments on how many sex he had with women on
yeah.
his
And
face?
the question is, do you believe it or
Uh, no. I mean, I realistically, I don't think that's humanly possible.
not? Well, then again,
And it's Ric Flair. No, I only brought this up because on like my wrestling news website, this guy had the best comment ever. Oh my god, it was so good. Where is it? Oh no, he's hold on. It was literally the best comment I've ever seen. Uh, come on, it was so good. Basically, okay, the verbatim what he said. He says Space Mountain may be the oldest ride, but still has the longest line. Woo!
well, yeah, that's something. I think he had. Didn't Ric Flair actually say
Yeah,
that?
he said that in T. He said that in TNA
Yeah.
against Jay Lethal, but that was that was funny. I was laughing my ass off when I read that. that was yeah. But yeah, that's other than that, nothing really noteworthy there. Finally, we got a actual story development. The whole first of all, Dolph Ziggler did the biggest heel move in history by coming out as the Undertaker
Well,
on SmackDown. He came out as the Undertaker.
which, by the way, you're not fooling anyone.
I know
Dolph.
there's no fucking without any announcements really. Undertaker showing up like
But not even that. Even if it was the Undertaker, um,
he walks too fast.
walking way, yeah, you walking way too fast to be the
He was
Undertaker.
sprinting. He was sprinting. It was like you can't do Undertaker's walk. Undertaker has perfected that walk for years. And yeah, so that happened, and Bobby Roode finally made his. I call it a return because his ass was going for almost a month, and he came.
I have a phone call. Keep going.
Yeah, no problem. He came out and he challenged Dolph Ziggler. So, man, this should be an interesting match. I'm not gonna lie. Bobby Roode versus Dolph Ziggler. That should be interesting to see. We've never seen it before, so it should be an interesting match. It's been added to the Hell in a Cell pay per view. Up next, we had the main event was Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. The match ended in a no contest because Kevin Owens did that power bomb slam on the apron to Sami Zayn, and and the referee just called it off. He tried to end Sami's career by putting his chair and like basically doing like a chair. Well, it's not called a concerto, but he's putting the chair in his neck so he could throw him into the ring post, pretty much injuring his neck. Same thing he did to Chris Jericho after WrestleMania. I mean, after the Payback pay per view when he won the United States title back. Same thing basically to Chris Jericho. Shane Man came out. He tried to go after Owens, but Owens did the most dickest move ever and threw Sami Zayn at Shane. And he was able to run into the crowd, disappearing. And most is just Shane looked on to Kevin Owens as the show would end because they're building up to their main event, which is Hell in a Cell, Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens at the Hell in a Cell pay per view. So that being said, I know Ron's on a phone call right now, so I'm going to. I don't know if he watched 205 Live or not. Did he? I was talking about 205 Live. Because I'm yawning, I guess me not taking a nap is getting the best of me now. What you call it? First things first, Enzo opened the show. Hold on for a second. Okay. I just had to make sure I was able to hear myself. Anyway, Enzo came out, again, talk trash and Screed Vision, came on the grudge first off, and he was saying, hey, everybody attacked you. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm retiring with the Cruiserweight title because he got attacked. He has no reason. Yeah, it forfeits the entire cruiserweight division from challenging for the title, which means Enzo could remain champion for as long as he wants to now, because nobody has the right to fight Enzo now for the cruiserweight title since everybody attacked him. He's pointing that out, but he's telling Neville, "Hey man, you disrespect me because my mom was there, trying to watch me wrestle, and I mean trying for me to celebrate. And you did this to me." And it's like, yo, man, that was messed up. And now nobody can have the title, especially you, Neville. Basically saying, aha, I got this title. Nobody else can have it. You guys screwed yourselves over. I mean, but it's a good. It was good because again, it shows the true heel here that Enzo is. Again, the heel that's literally the thorn in the cruiserweight side now because like they can't not deal with this guy. He's annoying as hell. So there's that. Avari Davari eventually came to him and it's true that he's on his side, and Enzo's an idiot, just agrees with him. They say, "Yeah, man, I knew this was all never fun because Avari Davari was trying to say he had nothing to do with the attack. He was just a part. It was just mob mentality, and he admits that he was wrong." They had Akira versus Tony Nese, Drew Gulak at ringside. Akira won, but Drew Gulak came into the ring and saying again, no excessive noise or with his powerful being chased, which is the best presentation ever, which is no celebrating. And only officially 270 more slides to go because Akira wanted to be a dick and stop him right there by doing his kick on him. So that was that. We'll see. Obviously, the feud here is Akira versus Drew Gulak. So we'll see what happens. Will he ever finish the PowerPoint? That should be a WrestleMania thing. He finally finishes his PowerPoint. What a day. What a day to be alive. And then we had our main event, which was Neville versus Avari Davari. It was a decent match to say the least. So obviously, Neville won. He's the face now because before the match, he even said he knew exactly what he was doing. It was the best night of his life. Neville will not disrespect this division. After Neville won, Enzo quickly attacked him with the cane, and with that, he was able to get the upper hand the whole time, beating the hell out of him with the cane, solidifying himself as truly the heel of the Cruiserweight division.
To answer your question, no, I didn't see 205 Live. I did actually type that out. I still had my headphones on the other ear, and I'm like, no, I didn't.
No, it's fine. I mean, they continued the whole story of Enzo, and again, Avaria, he tried to, because since again, you're right, since nobody can compete for the Cruiserweight title, Avaria tried to get on his good side, saying that he didn't, it was just mob mentality is why he attacked them, which means you have no backbone.
Yeah.
But that's
because that's why I think they're going to do now.
He's gonna manipulate everybody.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have to defend his title. While they're fighting amongst themselves, he's just literally holding the title. Which I mean, that's the best case scenario they can really do with this. For NXT, Eric Young came out, cut a promo saying again Adam Cole's gonna realize sanity match. We had Lars Sullivan versus Oni Lorcan. Lars Sullivan is DLC for 2K18. How I have no idea how that happened before Andrade. You know, Andrade's not in the game. And it's weird. He's been here for about a year, but Lars Sullivan is. Not to take away from Lars Sullivan, I'm just saying. He fought Oni Lorcan. After match, tried to attack him again, but holy crap. Oh, Danny Burch, that's his name. Danny Burch came out and made the save, so there might be a feud between all three bald people. No idea where it's going. Then we had Hey Machinery versus two jobbers, nothing important. We had Liz Morgan try to, I guess this is her redemption run because she wants to compete in that Fatal 4-Way match for the NXT Women's title. Yeah. One people being Kairi Sane, so she defeated Vanessa Bourne.
Now here's something that I didn't know because I kind of haven't been really paying attention, especially to her because she's just the worst.
Liz.
Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
I'm about to keep calling her Liv Tyler for some reason, but Liv Morgan. So she used to go out with Enzo.
Yep, 100% correct.
And then Enzo cheating on her.
Yep, 100% correct. Because Enzo really is a piece of shit in real life.
Yeah.
Corey Grave wasn't kidding when he said how he is inside the ring is literally how he is outside the ring.
He's a little piece of shit.
Hey, makes it all the more better once he finally loses the Cruiserweight title. So that would be something else. I mean, hopefully Liz Morgan could come. I mean, I don't think this affected her too much. Otherwise, she probably wouldn't have been back on the road. But yeah, we'll see what happens there. Then we had Cassius Ohno versus Fabian Ancher, who was part of the Cruiserweight Classic. He would defeat him.
I'm actually surprised that they brought him in.
Yeah, I think he lost against in the first round anyway against Jack Gallagher. So
yeah,
so perfectly surprised. This was his debut, so I guess he's part of the roster for now on. That
Whoa,
was
wait, what? I
no.
don't
He's
have
talking.
MTV. No. I just saw something on MTV. I'm like, I don't have MTV. Well,
Uh,
I don't have my Direct TV on my computer right now, so I can't tell. Apparently, they're showing music videos on MTV.
why?
I don't know. I'm actually scared because
See,
the last time they showed music videos on MTV, like straight through, Prince died.
mm,
So that's why I'm like,
they're
I'm
cursed.
going to I'm going to go to MTV real quick and see anything happen. Why are you showing why are you showing music videos suddenly? Y'all don't do that no more.
I know they don't even focus on really music anymore, do they?
As a matter of fact, I'm on my thing. MTV says Nick Cannon. Isn't that even Wildin' Out? It's something else.
Hmm.
No, it is Wildin' Out. It's a new season, but for some reason, that's like going square. Like that's like going through the whole thing. But apparently, they're saying um somebody says the MTV is showing music videos. I'm just gonna check out. We could keep going because we're almost done anyway.
Yeah, you're fine. The last match was Adam Cole versus Eric Young, and Adam Cole's debut match in WWE. It was decent. Yeah, I'm glad he took up the whole Adam Cole baby thing.
You can't get rid of that. No matter where you go,
Just that.
that is his establishment thing. You know, like in the days right now, and I don't want to drag this on, but in the days right now of wrestling in the old versus the new, you know, people know who you are, especially if you're coming from the indies, going to, as they call it, the big leagues.
Yeah.
So, okay, and also no, they're showing Wall now. Okay, but anyway, they all right. So I'll give you an example. The Undertaker.
Yeah.
Before he was the Undertaker, he was Mark Holloway, meaning Mark.
Yep.
He wrestled on WCW. You Most people would notice him and everything, like the fact that he's this tall, sort of red hairish guy wrestling. And then if you look at a couple months later, he's oh wait, that's me. I mean, of course, I didn't know this me being younger, but if he was an older wrestler and you would pay attention to stuff like that, it's like, hey, so you have me Mark, and then a couple months later, or a couple of years later, so like, hey, the Undertaker is that me Mark guy from WCW.
Right.
Okay, it's just a different gimmick now. That's versus now from where you can come from the indies, or I give a better example. If you're coming from TNA, going into WWE, or you're coming from the indies going to TNA, or if you're going from WWE going to TNA or Impact, whatever they want to be called now, because we don't even know what the fuck they're going to be called
Exactly.
now. If they know who you are, you can't change your gimmick. They might tell you to change up your gimmick, but people still going to know you for your gimmick. So
Well, Adam Cole,
yeah,
baby.
so Adam Cole, baby, is going to be stuck with him forever.
Hmm.
Like no matter where you
I'm glad he
go,
got that. So
no
kind
matter
of
where you
cool.
go, that's who all he's going to be, and that's
Not
not a
bad.
bad thing.
Nope. It's not at all. And he was able to beat Eric Young because Eric Young decided to do a splash on the outside of the ring, helping out his teammates instead of focusing on Adam Cole. Adam Cole was able to, I forgot what the hell he did. What did he do? He was able to get the pinfall. I forgot what he did. He did like a spinning something. And he was able to
Now,
get the pinfall.
you've been watching NXT a little longer than I have, so I have a question.
Yeah.
Have Because we talked about this. Have they figured out what they're doing with the NXT titles? Is it Freebird Rule or New Day Rule, or is it Eric Young?
Not okay. It's weird. The live events killing. What happens at the live events? The main live event matches that they do is Sandy versus Heavy Machinery. It's Killian Dane and Alexander Wolf are the ones defending the titles.
But on TV,
On TV is only Eric depicted as Eric Young and Alexander Wolf, who's the champions. Well, on the live events, Killian Dane is the one defending the title.
Well, is Eric Young there?
Yo, he's there. That's all 4 of them are there. There was only one instance where it was just Killian Dane and Alexander Wolf, but when all 4 of them there, it's still only Killian Dane.
Interesting.
That's right. It was only one recent live event. I think it was in Salem, PA.
Yeah, the one that was up here.
Yeah, where Eric Young was the one who defended it, but it's Killian Dane's allowed to do it, so that's why I'm confused. Like, why is it not the Fever Award? I don't understand that. That's weird to me. But hey, I'm really looking for you. Well, anyway, guys, that was it for NXT, and that's also the end, I believe, for our podcast. Any final thoughts, Robin, before we go off the air?
No. I guess so. Next week we're going to do
and that will be live.
That'll be the last live one. Then we'll
predictions. It will be a special start time at 6:00.
What, next week?
Yeah, this Hell in a Cell, man.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, I know. Pay-per-views come out of nowhere.
All right, well, see, do I mind doing anything that Saturday?
If you're right, that's totally fine.
Well, no. We're gonna do this right now. I don't think I have anything planned for that Saturday.
It's just after that, I have to figure out how we're gonna. It might just be on a basically. I think what's gonna happen is it's just gonna be pre-recorded, and it will always be on Saturdays. It's just gonna be pre-recorded. I think that's how we're gonna do the podcast.
All right, but yeah, I don't think I have any plans for next Saturday. So,
all right then. Well,
if anything changes, I'll text you. But right now, I have nothing planned. No tournaments. No going here.
Well, yeah, perfect. Because then I'll probably be our last live show, anyway. So, only fitting that both of us do it together. So yeah. But anyway, guys, thank you again for watching. As always, this is Crater and Ron signing off. Catch you guys later. See ya.